How's it going? Why the text incorrect today? Did it fit? No, it didn't fix. Okay. Well, it's gonna be like that then. Okay. I was looking through this and then I realized there's these that I've never seen. I know what this is, but I've never seen these today. B 站弹幕字体又不对了，没看出来吧？一眼错误字体。Also, the tailor. This is only you can only use this in 2, which I already finished. So I guess we're not using these. Homemade suit and dress, jumbo mix. Moving picture just watching. No, but this is reading. This is what I was gonna do today. I just realized that there's this that I've not seen anything. Yeah. But no, we're reading today. This should be maybe like 5.5 hours. Should be 5+. 那不知道，我麦从来没有调过，就是肯定是 B 站的问题。Like I don't have echoing on Twitch or YouTube, so this is. Maybe it's this. I don't know. It's just third child's problem. 我麦没有调过。Also, I like yesterday. I already like changed the what's it called? The audio sound. 现在好了。Okay, so it was just the USB then. But now I don't remember my settings, so I don't know if my voice is loud or not. Like, I don't know if like my speaking voice is loud or not. Because sometimes people say stuff and then it's like I watch my own VOD, it's like I can't hear myself, so. Okay, not your USB. Okay, I know what happened. So what happened was yesterday, I'm assuming the USB mic of the hand cam got like automatically changed or some shit. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, rare reading today. So after this, there's another like DLC that's not in this game, which is like the UK version and the JP. There's like 2. I might just like watch it because I don't think you can download that. It's like those like exclusive 3DS thing that you can't even. I don't think you can buy or download anymore anyway. So, and I don't think there might be mods. I'm not sure. I'm just like we just might as well just watch it. Like watch the thing like what we did before for the other 2 trilogies. So yeah. Defense and chamber. Yeah, okay. First of the 8. Yeah, there's 8 in total. The Inosuke finds 2 trouble making witness from his earlier trial having a battle of words in the defendant's aim chamber. Loading to a real tongue lashing. Okay. I also don't know how long all the moving picture is gonna be. Just look at my priceless treasure now. Myself, I have scrubbed and scrubbed. Oh, the coin case, yes. But the repellent odor of meat will never be replenished from its resplendent surface again. Okay. Oh yes, the baby. But you have it back in your possession at least. You should be grateful, man. How dare you? Excuse me, but I'd just like to get it at Zabanton? Cushion there if I could, huh? Ah. Rest assured, you miserable military malefactor, this is not over. Incarceration awaits those who would defraud a senior citizen for his priceless treasure. Yeah, this is like when we got accused of murder. Watch your tongue, oh man. Right by words, I won't Sorry, surgeon, but what I just get at that Zabuntan cushion there as well. Huh? Oh. I won't go to jail never. Imagine if I did. 他这个牛排下的硬币，这是第一章我们被告。This was like the coin under the steak meat stuff. Very next day, my boy was starved without the chain of command in place to provide for him. Yeah, I remember this. Huh? Using the child to protect yourself? Myself, I call that Absonant Cowardice dice. Oh really? And who just employed the old poor defenseless senior citizen tactic? Boomer. The only way to find an enemy who's using underhand tactics is with a tit for tat strategy. What? Also like playful BGM here. Sorry to interrupt again, but I just need to get at that Western style cushion there on the sofa. I'm like blocking the text here again. Enough of this insubordination. What do you want, man? Oh, please don't mind me. Aha, do my eyes deceive me, or is this the wide-eyed criminal from the trial before? Yeah, why am I here? Why am I in the end chamber? Wide-eyed, perhaps, but criminal? No. Okay. Wait. Yeah, the coin stake. Like the coin was under the stake, basically. What is this unhealthy fascination you exhibit with the seating arrangement of the others, huh? Why were you peering under the cushion of this upholstered seat? Oh well, the thing is, any luck? Did you find it? No, sadly no, I don't think it's here. You really are a liability, Lusuke. Report at once. Have you lost something? Is that it? Yes, we were just on our way to a party to celebrate my friend's victory here when... Oh, this was after... It's after the case. I realized that my university pin badge was missing. A university pin badge, you say? Yes, from my collar here, you see? Affirmative. Uniform must be kept in prime condition at all times. A missing badge is unacceptable. I thought if I looked around, it would probably turn up somewhere. Also, this is wrong, what to say. Okay, yeah, I think the mic... Okay, something's fucked up here. This is... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this. Wait a sec, this is wrong. My mouth is not fucking moving as it's supposed to be. This is why I don't fucking change my settings, because now this is wrong. Something's wrong here. Okay, let me fix this first. This is this. Oh, it was this. Okay, that's why. Is it? Wait, let's see. Bobby Bobble? Hello. Can I make this? Wait, make my audio louder. Da 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 da. No, look. Da 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 da. Hello, hello. Something's wrong. Let me fix this. I thought if I looked around, it would probably turn up somewhere. Yeah, it's not right. Fuck, something's wrong. Da 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 da. Volume cutoff? Is it this? No. Volume gain. Wait, no. It is moving, but like that's not moving correctly. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to change the frequency. 就是动了这个设置，它现在就有问题了。Is it a cutoff? Yeah, I don't. This looks around now. 不是延迟，这个嘴型现在对不上了，这个嘴型现在是对不上的，所以它一定是有问题的。Like, just something is fucking wrong. Because I fucking changed it. Or I don't know, like something wrong with the audio. Wait, frequency gain. Is this? Maybe it's this? No, doesn't look right. It probably turned up somewhere. You see, that doesn't look right. It probably would turn up somewhere. Probably would turn up somewhere. No. Probably would turn up somewhere. No. Is it a frequency? Probably will turn up somewhere. Hello? Maybe it's this? No, this is the same. Well, it's gonna be like this then, I guess. This looks so fucking wrong. This, oh my god. No, I need to fix this. Is it a mouse sensitivity? Probably turn up. Yeah, look, the fucking thing is just incorrect.现在它有问题，然后不知道怎么把它改进，就它就一直是有问题的。Like if I don't fix it now, it's just never gonna get fixed. Like it has to be the mic then, no? Fuck. Like it wasn't wrong, and then something, and then I touched something, and now it's like fucking incorrect. Is it this? Probably turn up somewhere. No. Probably turn up somewhere. Probably turn up somewhere. Probably turn up somewhere. Probably turn up somewhere. Gonna reload? Probably turn up somewhere. You look, this you will is incorrect. It's the you fucking this is all wrong though. E O. It'll probably turn up somewhere. Does that look better? Does that look better? 对的嘛，不对啊，看上去不对啊。It doesn't look right. The thing doesn't look right. I thought if I looked around, it would probably turn up somewhere. Right? Does that you guys can tell this is incorrect, right? I'm not delusional. The mouth does not look right. The mouth looks wrong. Like the old tale of the Koban coin and the steak. Like, I'm looking at myself, that shit not right. A parable of which I'm acutely aware. Do you see that? Like, the moving is fucking incorrect. 这完全就是错的. Like, the in-betweens right here, you see, like, when I speak like this, is like that shit is incorrect. A parable of which I'm accurately aware. But I've exhausted my search now, really. The only logical conclusion is that someone must have stolen it. I mean, I can't fix it now. It's gonna take like at least like 1 hour troubleshooting, so it's just gonna be like this for today. This is why I fucking don't touch shit, because when you touch shit, things get fucking like shit gets like this. Okay, you just don't fucking touch shit. Is that someone must have stolen it? And don't look at me. I don't just find any old metal objects irresistible, you know. Imagine that would happen if little trooper Idol here swallowed something like that. I'm afraid we'll have to give up doing this again. Still, if you tell the office your student number, they should be able to issue you with a new one. Lost and found? What's the matter? Don't tell me. Yes, I don't remember my student number. I don't believe it. I mean, this is the second time you lost your badge, isn't it? Dirt, actually. Oh yeah, wait, this was mentioned before, no? If you didn't think you could remember it, you should have made a note of it somewhere. I told you that until I was blue in a place the last time this happened. Oh yes, I do seem to remember someone telling me something along those lines. It was you, was it? You can't even remember who told you that you needed to remember it. Well, student numbers are 6-digit, Cosmo. Who could remember 6 whole digits? There's a lot of stuff that's like more than 6 digits. UMA isn't exactly a long-established university, you know? All of our numbers are still rather low. In fact, they only use the last 3 digits. What? Well, that might help, I suppose. That might help. Needless to get, it's only 3 digits you need to remember, just 3. What, the first 3 is just 0? Sorry, my brain is such a disappointment. We're just saying that he's fucking stupid. Is that what we're trying to say here? Yes, well, anyway, young man, myself, I was greatly impressed with you in the courtroom today. I mean, like, right? That's like just 3 numbers. Oh, you mean me? A lawyer already before you've even graduated, and such a loyal friend to this one. This one? What's that supposed to mean? Oh no. I said what? In fact, that was brought home to me in no uncertain terms only last year. I have still much to learn. My Chills Hill was spectacularly exposed by my best friend here. Hill? A Chills Hill? Indeed? What? By me? This is the first I've heard about it. Yes, Barunosuke, you can't have forgotten it, surely. It was last summer at the speech contest. The speech contest? Oh, that. Contestant had to take the stage and deliver a public address on any subject they choose. We were competing to give the most compelling and powerful speech. Do you see that? Like, at the end of the sentence, the mouth just goes like... yours was great and made a huge impression on the audience. Obviously, since I was a buddy student of law, I was determined to win. And sure enough, yes, that's how you know it's fucking incorrect. One by one, my opposition fell when I reached the final. At last, I came up to you. Yes, so you did. And then the frequency doesn't fucking work. Like it's supposed to be, I guess, like lower frequency? Sensitivity? I'm like fucking pissed off. Where is it? No, this. Frequency gain 0. How about now? Maybe this way, let's see. Not being rude. But when I first laid eyes on you, I thought to myself, okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. This cheek wide open, no hoper is out of his head. He's going to be a pushover. Like, it's like I got Botox and my mouth can't move. That's like what's happening here. That's your version of not being rude, is it? Now it doesn't fucking open. Well, I paid for my complainants because it brought on that humiliating defeat. Yeah, that's not right. How about 10? Defeat? That's not right. How were your ranks compromised? Oh, I know. Maybe it's this. Wait, maybe it's this. Falling game? Maybe it's this. How about this? My speech was going very well. I had the audience in the palm of my hand. They hung on my every word. I shouldn't look right. And then when I came to the very last line... Yes, what happened at the very last line? It was supposed to be a climatic end. Unfortunately, I completely fouled it up. Never. You mean you stumble on your words? Spectacularly, even now. I can't believe I ruined it. Also, this is different than the main story where if you just click, it shows entirely. Well, what on earth did you say, man? Realistically, you better say it. I still can't get my tongue around it. Sure, of course, I can still recall it perfectly. What you said at the end of your speech, or rather, what you intended to say at the end of your speech, was this. So, right, ladies and gentlemen, and applaud our forefathers' plight and the fight for filial piety. Bruh, I'm not even moving. Why is it moving? And what went wrong? Wendy, myself, I see no problem with the pronunciation of these paltry words. In that case, old man, I invite you to say it yourself. Very well then, I shall. Amen, amen. So, rise, ladies and gentlemen, and plot our forefather, blah, 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 blah. It's impossible. The rise, ladies and gentlemen part, I delivered perfectly. But the next part had me floundered for a whole 5 minutes. By the end of it, I was on my knee in front of the podium, a blathering mess. And that's when the audience started to heckle you. Arise, they were shouting. Hell on earth. But then, of course, this man went and delivered his word-perfect speech with a perfect ending. How did it go again? Let me see. So, my dear fellows, the message is simple. Treat your father and mother with respect, something like that. I mean, talk about stating the obvious, but the fact is that I lost to that speech. Tongue-tied is the only way to describe it. Well, it is quite tricky to say. I agree that final fight for filial piety especially. And ever since that day, I've had this question rolling around in my head. Why did our forefathers choose such an awkward phrase? Was it to mock their children? I mean, it should never have been called filial piety. But I didn't click in the first place. Alright? At least you're going to Great Britain soon. It might not come up much there. This is some type of JP hard to pronounce thing then, huh? Well, anyway, having lost that accursed contest, I came after you to ask you a question. How is it that you never tripped up on your words? I inquired, and you just gave me a broad smile and said, "Speaking fast is my hobby." I mean, really, what kind of hobby is that? That's me. So relatable. Do you think you could take your hands off your sword? Besides, it's just a way to pass the time. After that, you started talking at me 10 to the dozen like you were possessed almost. Honestly, you can't imagine the shock I suffered that day. You really can't. You're right, I really can't. Speaking fast is just sort of the hobby I expect a civilian like you to waste his time on. What? Well, you have to practice, of course, but there are some simple things to start with. Like this famous one, for example. Swift samurai sword, swipe silently sideways. Yeah, this is just tongue twisters. Yes, even a decrypt ton in an alley frame such as mine can find its way around that one. I have no doubt it's just a bit of fun, really. Can't imagine anyone would struggle to say it. Isn't that right, Kazuma? Swift samurai soul art. A varying mess by word, too. It's not just the samurai. Every good soldier needs to be able to handle a sword. That's why I've been busy touching all the finer points of swordplay. None of this wordplay nonsense private. Good to think of it. Not long after that, we started to attend lectures together, didn't we? And we got into that debate about failing gallows at the sukiyaki place on campus, do you remember? Yes, your argument was full of jokes and puns and wordplay as usual. I remember it well. Bruh? Oh, was it? In any case, I swore that I would never let myself forget the shock you gave me back then. And as a symbol of how seriously I took that oath, I decided to wear this, my red Hachimaki headband. Oh, this is lore backstory of the thing here. Also, wait, do I have it with me here? I have it with me, I think. Wait a sec. This was, where is it here? Is this? No, not this, Do I have it on here? Wait a sec. Yeah, I do. So, like, it was like part of like Alteria's like plucking the hair off, but I literally like screenshotted Asogi to my artist, and I was like, "This is what I mean by like two things flying." Yeah. Kazuma, sorry, Kazuma. Yes? You've lost me there, I'm afraid. I don't see the link. What does your red headband have to do with your oath? Because it will always remind me of that smug look on your face as you utter those tantalizing words. What words? You mean another tongue twister? I practiced until my twin bled, but in the end, I mastered it. Master what? I'm not gonna say what I'm. Well, I think it's the time you heard this. Actually, listen carefully now. What do you have here? Here goes. Red headband, lead headband, dead headband. man, there. We're perfect, see? Sus. Actually, been meaning to ask you about that. About the story behind your headband, I mean. He practiced till his, tongue bled. Oh, well, now you know. So that I've never forget the shock and humiliation of that day. So his tongue is, you know, that's why I wear this red headband every single day without fail. Well, I don't know exactly how much of a shock you think you had back then, but it can't be more than the shock you've just given me now. What do you mean? This is my favorite game ever? We're like almost done. After this is just a 2 DLC that's like JP exclusive. Sorry to have to tell you, but the tongue twister I still didn't go the way you seem to have remembered it. Huh? It's just as famous as Swift Samurai Sword, so I can't believe you don't know it actually. Really. It goes red bedpan, lead bedpan, dead redpan. Wait, what? Dead redpan. Wait, does that mean that he's not good at it because he bites his own tongue? Seems I've knocked some wind out of that headband of yours. Not too late, Private. You could always start wearing a red pan on your head instead. Your youthful rigor is manifest, young man. Your cheeks are glowing redder than your Hachimaki. Why so many words have to be so similar? So looking forward to Great Britain then, where you have to deliver speeches and court in English. I suppose. You can always shed seashells on the seashore. His face. He practiced a long time. Yeah, but it could also mean that he suffered and didn't, like, it's wrong, so he bit his own tongue. That's why it was bleeding. That was fast. That was like 20 minutes. Actually, less than 20 minutes because I was figuring out this mouth that's fucked up now. So it was like 50 minutes. It's this very first class cabinet. Yeah, second case. The crocodile. Almost 2 weeks now since we left Japan. I can't believe how quickly time has gone. Never played these games before? What are they about? Reading, and bluffing and BSing. So, our next port of call will be Shanghai. Yeah. No. Oh, this is before I went into the cabinet. Who's there? Who could be at this hour? A detective. A detective? Who? Sherlock Holmes? A great detective? I don't get it. What's a great detective? You were just be so kind to ask to open the door. Oh yeah, sorry, of course. Click clack. Is something wrong, detective? Are you investigating a case? My home, Sholmes? Yes. Wherever a great detective goes, great cases occur. Indeed, I am the root of all evil. So sorry that I don't think I want you in my cabinet. Under our very nose on the signature, a terrible thief had just occurred. What? You noticed, I presume. The great power failure a short while ago. Oh yes, the power couldn't have been out for more than 10 minutes though. Indeed, yet that was ample time for this wicked crime to be perpetrated. I see. Well, clearly it's a case that needs investigation. Precisely. Carpet ran away in this direction, down the first-class cabin passageway here. Really? The thief came this way? I'm quite sure of it. It may have escaped the attention of the dim-witted crew, but not of the great detective. To that end, I would be obligated if you would allow me to investigate here in this cabinet. Well, how curious. Is there some reason why it would inconvenience you to have your cabinet searched? Inconvenience me? Well, if I mildly say so. Oh yeah, I'm already in there, yeah. After all. There's a stowaway in that wardrobe right over there. Just me in here, you see? No one else. So you might perhaps want to focus your attention on one of the other first-class cabinets. As it happens, you already did? You are the only first-class patient. Oh, at present, the other cabins are vacant. Oh. Now what? Did you rather tragic rumble of the stomach arise from within you, my good fellow? Of course, as I said, I'm the only person in here. It's not long until dinner time now, so perhaps we could do this afterwards. I do apologize, sir, but it is the first importance that the investigation is not delayed. Yeah. Now, if you excuse me, does he just open the thing? Wait, where did he go? How did he suddenly move all the way over there? Yes, without a doubt, if the culprit were to be hiding in this cabinet, would have to be inside his wardrobe. Uh-oh. Shall need to examine his wardrobe thoroughly. I presume you have no objections. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to decline. Really, you will. Achoo, bruh. You won't find any. Did those two rather tragic scenes arise from your good self? Of course they did. As I said, I'm the only person in here. Bruh. You have a curious knack of gawking while sneezing. Twice, no less. This is going to be a tough one to argue. I was watching you quite intently, sir, and I assure you, I saw no signs of a sneeze. Carolina had held his nose. As I was saying, I shall need to examine his wardrobe. Bruh. We've had it, now then, the game's up. No way. Nobody's hiding in there, it seems. What? He's under the bed? You seem surprised. No, not at all. Yes, I am. He was in there for sure. I shut the doors on him myself. What happened now? More visitors. Who's this now? Click clack. Excuse me? Excusing me? Oh, sir, Seaman Sorno. Sorry for disputing, but crime has been committed on board ship. Yes, I heard. A terrible thief, apparently. How do you know this? Well, detective here just informed me, see? Detective? Yes, I assume you must have asked him to investigate. Detective, could you? No, he's gone already. Where did he go? Must ask you to cooperate with the investigation into this crime fully. Uh-oh. Here, he's glaring at the wardrobe already. Okay, they just opened it. Alright. Aha! Oh yeah, he's in there. Well done, you found me. What are you hiding in my wardrobe? My good man, I was really assessing the practicality of concealment in such place. And I would say that at a push, a human would survive for up to 5 minutes in that cramped space, no more. He's been in there for a fortnight, is he not human? Who are you? This is the moment of truth. The great detective is about to unveil the sordid details of this wretched crime. You mean say, are we gonna get a dance? Yes, there can be no doubt that the culprit of this terrible death did indeed conceal himself within his wardrobe. What? But that's impossible. He could have done it because my best friend was in there the entire time, or at least I thought he was. How can you be sure of this? Elementary, my dear fellow. The criminal left behind the most revealing evidence. How else could you explain these 3 bones? What bones? Huh? What the? He's right. Look at those ground bones in there. And 3 of them. What bones? The criminal has escaped this time, but I'll find him and crush him. Could I ask you something, detective? Why, yes, of course. I'm always delighted to answer an inquiring mind. In this terrible thief, what exactly was stolen? Aha, what else? Besides steaks on the rye bone. Rib bone? Did you say steaks on the rye bone? For this evening's dinner, 3 rib steaks were stolen from ship's kitchen only a short time ago. Yeah, there's only one. Like the both. There was malfunction with generator, and ship was without lights for 10 minutes. Chef who saw criminal said he ran away down first class passageway. And now I am on his tail. I'm afraid to say, dear fellow, that your man is no longer in this cabinet, but hell. Through the cabinet door, no less. Having devoted his haul in his wardrobe, the culprit discarded the bones and concealed himself behind the cabinet doors as he came in. Then, when attention was turned to the wardrobe, he seized his chance to escape through the open door. What? Take haste, my good man, after the culprit. I shall follow presently. Something troubles you, sir. I think maybe criminal is not running away at all. What are you suggesting? Now I know where the dog is buried, Mr. Azoki. Me? Da, when I think that you're the culprit, everything is falling in places. The criminal that disappeared in the first-class passageway, the bones in the wardrobe, all clues are pointing their fingers at you. Don't be ridiculous, I would never. Yes, yes, of course. I established at once that you couldn't be the perpetrator of this crime. You did. Why? How are you so sure? My dear fellow, there are but two things in this world on which one can rely with total certainty. What two things? The first is the word of a great detective, and the second, evidence? Oh. The second is the tragic rumbling of an empty building. Ah, not again. When I first entered this cabin, there did arise from a gentleman a belly rumbling so obviously tragic that it confirmed beyond all doubt that the man had not eaten a single steak in some time, let alone 3. I see. That's the evidence, I guess. Why do I have to suffer this humiliation when I've done nothing wrong? How's that humiliation? Curses, I will catch a deed. He cannot have gone far. Indeed, assuming he decided against a post-mill constitutional swim. Well, if you excuse me now, my apologies for upsetting your evening. That's it? Detective, one moment, please. Yes? That was a most remarkable deduction. Perhaps you'll be kind enough to tell me your name. Yeah, what's your name, huh? It quite slipped my mind. You've been talking with the only and one Sherlock Holmes. I see. Well, I'm Constable Asogi. I'm a student on my way to Great Britain. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Asogi. Oh, and before I forget, yes? I feel I should warn you. Live cargo is strictly forbidden on this vessel. Yeah. He knows. So you would do well to conceal the stowaway currently lying low under your bed as carefully as possible. Yeah, I said under the bed. Oh, under the bed. I bid you farewell then, Mr. Asogi. Okay. He's uncovered our secret. I suppose I should have expected nothing less of a great detective. A VGM, bruh. Now then, when did you move it in under the bed? I thought we'd have. I thought we had it when you opened the wardrobe door. Well, it's thanks to all that split-second chance you engineer. That I what? You distracted him for a moment, remember? When you suggest that he investigate the other cabinets instead. Oh yes, he turned to look towards the corridor, didn't he? Yeah. Well, I couldn't see what he was doing, of course, but I thought to myself, it's now or never, and next thing I knew I was under the bed. You really know how to give me a scare, don't you? Anyway, what's all this about the steaks, eh? Sorry about that. So he did. I've just been so hungry. 他本来就是护士嘛，所以要弄点。So yeah, he's the person that ate all 3. Ever since we left Japan, stuck in that tiny wardrobe. Well, you should know. You've been spilling all your meals with me. You must have been starving too, surely. Roan. Right on clue. Right on cue. And there was that power cut before it wasn't there for about 10 minutes, so it was done. I caught a whiff of the most delicious smell. And I thought to myself, it's now or never, and the next thing I knew, I had the steak in my hands. Man just can't help getting himself into trouble. Alright then, you're hungry, but 3? Thanks to you, 3 crewmen are going to go without tonight, I imagine. No, it was just the 1. What? I only took 1 from the kitchen, that's all. So who took the other 2? But I don't understand. Is it Sherlock? Hey, I'm not that selfish. If I stolen 3 steaks, I'll at least have tossed it you your way. When your way. I'm not your pet dog. Well, in that case, who stole the other 2? Are you gonna try to solve this? Do you think? Could it have been a ghost on board? A me-loving ghost? There could be only been a single bone in the wardrobe when Lucy came to hide under the bed. Which means that the other two bones can only have been put there by one very fleshy and bloody person. Haha. What's so funny? We're on a haunted ghost trip. A great detective. Or a great mischief maker. Yeah. It's him, no? Either way, I think I'll like to spend a little more time getting to know that man. Great Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Yeah, in the second one, transpired that another crime was committed abroad as Bria. The stakes are high as Sholmes and Shrowburn pursue the perfect, but there's more to the crime than meets the eye. Also, the Randus magazine. Episode 3, the British Supreme Court. This ecstasy takes place at Rinosuke and Susato visit Lord Strongheart to report on the outcome of Natsumi's trial. Though this after, yeah. We find a flustered Inspector Gresson attempting to solve a very taxing problem before his time runs out. Haha. Here we are again. Every time we visit here, the atmosphere in this place seems to get more and more overbearing. Just think, what could be at home with Mr. Sholmes and Iris having a nice cozy breakfast. But we have a duty to report the outcome of the case, especially since we're guests here in Britain. So I'm afraid this visit couldn't have been avoided. I suppose not, but is there even anyone here? You can hear a pin drop in its place. It's too solemn for its own good. It is very quiet, isn't it? The only sound is the ticking of the great clock as it keeps perfect time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. What? What was that, I wonder? The usual comforting sound of the clock seems to have been joined by a least comforting shuffling sound today. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Is it his watch? You're right, something's disturbing the rhythmical ticking. It sounds rather like an unfit middle-aged man running from pillar to post, clumsily. Ah. Who are you calling unfit? Oh, Inspector Resta, what are you doing here? So it's just his, what am I? Isn't it flaming obvious? 58 seconds remaining, Inspector. We'll have to talk later, Sunshine. 58 seconds, that's like less than a minute. Good morning, Lord Strongheart. Wow, he's really looking fiercely at his pocket watch today. And good morning to you. This is so early in the day. Oh, yes, well, I mean, is about the other day. We are to deliver a report. Lord Strongheart, as our dealing with Mr. Natsumi are now over. Oh yes, the little Japanese man. I've already glanced my eyes over Van Zeke's report. Pitter batter, pitter batter, pitter batter. I must say, the outcome surprised me. I thank you for a job well done. You're too kind, my lord. It's not here, and it's not over there either. What, report? I hope you don't mind me asking, but what exactly is the inspector doing? He's been hurrying around between the bookshelves, looking besides himself with worry. He's looking for particular work, The Lion's Pride, yeah. Now there's an all too familiar title. I heard it was a popular tale, so I obtained a copy from the rental library. However, it wasn't able to maintain my interest, so I soon cast it aside. I happened to notice a mannequin spot on one of my shelves at the time, so I duly sold the book there. Fortunately, I no longer remember where that was. Nope, not here either. Come on, where are you lions hiding? The book is due back today, so I've asked Grayson to locate it for me with his investigative prowess. Inside 5 minutes. I must say I've never seen anyone working so hard to find something. He's like a man possessed it. Oh yes, that's because his month's salary is taken upon the outcome. And those investigation, let me guess, the snowy face lore. And the 5-minute time limit? What's the significance of that? You mean the 58 seconds? There's none. Just my Virgo mischievous spirit showing itself, I'm afraid. What? Oh, by your own administration? by your own admission. I can't help my feet are killing me. My feet. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, Inspector. Which means that next month you will work unpaid and have no days off. What the fuck? Bruh. No days off. Bruh. I think the no pay is worse than no days off. To be honest. Now what? There really are just so many books here, it's overwhelming. For some, perhaps I purchase every book, new or old, on a subject of law from all over the globe. Hello, hello? 不是，他说你下月没假期，且没有工资，没有薪资，然后他说没有假期，我说没工资比较重要吧。Wouldn't have believed it a few short decades ago. A place like this couldn't have existed. What do you mean, Inspector? Yeah, capitalist, evil capitalist strongheart. When I was a lad, no one ever dreamed of buying books. Oh, I see. Western books are such luxurious items, I suppose, with their leather covers and fancy binding. No, that's not it. Oh? There was a tax on paper, see? Oh, on paper. Yeah, I mean, it was abolished about 30 years back now, but it used to be the case. There was tax levied on any kind of paper. So obviously that meant most folk couldn't afford to buy any buckets at all. So is that why places like the rental library you mentioned before it came into existence, Lord Strongheart? Indeed. Vestigers of the paper tax system, you would say the general public consider books as items for hire. London is home to a vast lending library of some 3.5 million books. Couldn't hope to read all of that even if we're reincarnated 10,000 times. I don't know, you can speed read. Even I would choose to rent a book rather than purchase it if I knew I would read it frequently. The subject of taxes actually surprised us already in the last few days. Yeah, the window. It came in Nazavi's trial. It seems that the window in his room was filled in due to some kind of window tax. That would be true. Fortunately, the window tax was abolished here some 40 years ago. Sadly, the East End in particular, many windowless houses remained. Britons always had a bit of a thing for taxing, so whatever they could tax, they tax. Sugar, salt, tea, coffee, you name it. Candles, beers. Wait, sorry, what was the last one? They said breads? Beers? Beers? Not bread, right? Beers. Yes, the beer tax. What? Never heard of it. What? Never. Why should people have to pay money just to... because they let their facial hair grow? You may well ask, I suppose it's because it makes them look self-important. The Naruhodo will have a strict family policy of no facial hair, I think. Is this true? You can relax. The beer tax was confirmed to the annals of history long ago. Yeah, the tea party thing, huh? Even so, it's clearly something the British really love. Paying taxes, I mean. Really? Paying them, you got that back to front, sunshine, but you can't deny you have a lot of funny tax over the years. You would never find anything like that in Japan. Would you, Ms. Sasato? In actual fact, there is. I'm afraid to say that you would. Okay, what? No. You don't mean? Surely there's never been a window tax in Japan. No, but there have been similar obscure taxes. For example, in the Edo period, there was a tax for what? What was that? Frontage tax. It was a tax not on windows, but on the entrance to properties. The larger a property's entrance was, the greater the tax that was levied on it. Even today, some mansions survive with extremely narrow entrances due to that old form of taxation. I had no idea. Huh, so you Japanese are as twisted as Brits, but we never had a beer tax. I mean, that's really going a step too far. Well, no, that's true. I'm not aware of any tax for breers, at least. What do you mean, at least? Well, rather than tax them, the shogunate did once prohibit them outright. Yeah, I think there's something similar, like in ancient China. I don't know if it's like enforced as like a rule, but you like nobody has it basically. The ruling class prohibits beers. Yeah, so, like maybe it's like something similar like to this. It was called the Great Beer Protection. It was an Edo period edict. But why did the powers that be want to ban beers? Because it makes people look so important. Just an idea. Seeing that the ruler in the East and the West have had very similar ideas over the years. I think it's maybe not a rule because like the Emperor doesn't have it as well. No, actually, no, they didn't ban it. No, they don't ban it because there's like Asian people that has beards. But I think in the palace, nobody has it, even if you're like higher up. It might be a tired thing, I think, maybe. There have been other unusual taxes in our history, even in our current Meiji period. There have. For example, though it was before either of us were born, there was a rabbit tax. There was a tax on those adorable, fluffy creatures like the one who make mochi sweets on the moon. Yes, and it was extremely large tax too. The government demanded extraordinary sums of money. This just gets stranger and stranger. What was the reason for that bizarre tax then? Well, after Japan opened its door to the world, there was an unprecedented rabbit boom in the Meiji capital. Yeah, they like to fuck. A boom, yes. Keeping rabbits became hugely popular, and new species were traded at exorbitant prices. People were even swindled out of all their money for exotically colored rabbits. Like colored chicks, I suppose. Hard to imagine though. Rabbits are so timid and quiet. They are like aggressive. Wouldn't it have done, one could bankrupt you. So in response to this worried social vote, the government imposed a rabbit tax. I suppose they couldn't just ignore the problem. And it worked, because the rabbit boom came to an abrupt end. 6 years later, the tax was abolished. Well, I hate to say it about my own country, but Japan is strange. But there's more. After the rabbit tax was abolished, of course, society reached by launching straight into a second rabbit boom. Oh dear. The government didn't think that went through, did they? Your ideas about the rules are very much altered by the position you hold in society. If you're responsible for the running of the country, you will feel the need to raise the revenue keenly. Without a stable taxation system, the whole country could go down the drain. Well, yes, I suppose so, but so of these taxes. That's precisely why ministers of state use their wills to invent new and novel ways of taxing the public. Novel ways? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, if you were one of my country's statesmen, me, a British statesman, yes, what novel tax would you impose? Pray give us something truly original. Inside 5 seconds. What? Oh, think of something that everyone uses, Naruhodo, and really squeeze every penny out of the population. Quite the intense stare. I'm glad Sasato isn't in charge. Water? Your time is up. So, what's your answer? Pop quiz time? Air maybe? Yeah, air, water. Yes, how about air? That was like the same, this is the same as like water basically. And air taxi safe. Why are we having this BGM? Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. It's truly novel and media's idea. Well, everyone has to breathe, so while the population is inhaling air, my government is inhaling money. Ludley, you're a tyrant at heart, eh? A somewhat radical solution to a country's revenue problem, but sadly not an original one. Oh no, you mean to say? Surely not. You mean a tax on air has been imposed in the past? I think so, yeah. It was last century. The finance minister of their neighborhood, France, proposed it. What? If I ever go for a visit, I'm holding my breath. Proposal doesn't mean that it went through though. Unsurprisingly, it was strongly opposed by the public, yeah, and soon scrapped. The minister didn't last long either. Oh dear. Although clearly that would have been an untenable situation, the public at large are a force to be reckoned with. Don't I know it? How about you, Inspector? What new tax would you impose? Let me see. My first thought is a tax on objection. Sorry? Been hearing far too many of them recently in court. There's a particular lawyer I have in mind as it happens. So I think an objection tax would be very handy. Gotta say you don't allow your personal affairs to influence your work in public office. He can't even do anything, no? I reckon 5 pence for every objection raised would be about right. He's gonna agree, bruh. A most a most amusing proposal, Brexit. A most unamusing proposal, my lord. Dash results. Well then, I think it's your turn now. Sorry, my turn for what? Why, what else? To locate my missing copy of The Lion's Pride. What? Oh, it's on one of the shelves in this room. Of that, I am certain now. I shall give you 10 minutes. Why are we in charge of this? And let's stake your students plenty on it. Hey, fail to find a book and you're forfeit next month's payment. What? Objection! Rat. Your time starts now. Oh, and one more thing. Believe you just said the word objection. 5 pens? Kindly leave your 5 pens over there before you begin clothing the shelves. Because that's going to be the death of me. He doesn't even say objection that many times, to be honest. Okay. Did we find a book? They're not gonna fucking tell me. We must have found a book then. Or else, like, how are we gonna survive next month, huh? How's it going? My mouth is fucked up today. We're just reading the BSC, Escapades. Fourth one unfolds one morning on Baker Street, which Iris has prepared breakfast for everyone as usual. But Ryunosuke wakes to find an envelope under his door containing a death threat. Yes, for reading. Yes. I think I touched my mic or something, and then now it's fucked up. And I spent like 20 minutes trying to fix it, but it's not fixed. So it's gotta be like this for today. Who on earth gonna put it in there and why? It feels better soon? I just think I don't know what's wrong. I need to like test my testings. So it's right. It's all good though. Good morning, Iris. Good morning, Mr. Shones. Oh, morning, Susie. I'll get breakfast on the table for us now. Mr. Shones, morning. Come now, why the long face? Oh, sorry, the thing is... I just had a rather strange envelope posted under my door this morning. Death threat. With some rather strange things inside. What strange things? Oh, what was it, Bruno? Did I catch a scent of mystery in the air? Nothing so exciting, I'm afraid, Iris. It was just 5 orange pips. Can't imagine what it could possibly... What? Orange pips, Ms. Naruhodo? And 5 of them? What's the matter with you? That's a bit of an overreaction, isn't it? An overreaction. Mr. Naruhodo, you don't understand. It's a warning, a notice, imminent danger to your life. What? To my life? What's the meaning of this? My dear fellow, why do you make such an inquiry of me? Because the name of the sender was written on the envelope and it was yours. Oh, you're right. Bruno, it says sent by Shones and Boy of Hill. So my little ploy had been exposed? Well, so be it. Cast your mind back, if you will, Mr. Naruhodo, to the time of our dining last night. Oh yes, Mrs. Sato cooked Japanese food for us. There was like ingredients there? Indeed, in particular, you may recall the final norimaki sushi roll that I was about to savor. That is before you swooped in with your clacking chopsticks and flicked it under my nose. Oh, I assume because you left it that you didn't want it. I left it, my dear fellow, because I had planned to enjoy it as my very last mouthful. I went out to eat with my friends. Like, there was like a friend group, and it was like all you can eat sushi. And then they're like, how much do we want to order and that stuff like that? And they're like, 10? I'm like, 10 is not enough, like at least 30. They're like, 30? I'm like, I can finish like 30 myself. And then we have like 8 people. So I was like, just do 30. So we did like 30 first round and then like 30 second round. I'm like, I can finish all this shit myself. So I assure you 30 is not enough. This happens to me so much when I leave the stuff in the fridge. I just eat everything. No, the rice wasn't like large, that's why. It was like a little bit of rice. And then just a fish on top. It wasn't like crazy, so I was like, this is not... My favorite sushi? I mean, I usually get sashimi, not sushi. but like I'd rather just not have the rice, but it will be salmon. 也不是迷你吧，就是饭没有很多。Like the rice is like less than half of the size of the fish length. Like I've said this before, like any like Japanese restaurant that has like sushi or like I guess sushi place that I step my foot into, they know me because like I don't eat wasabi, I don't eat ginger, I don't use soy sauce, and then I just order and then I'll be like, give me like 20 pieces, like not 20 pieces, like 20 orders, and they'll be like one order is like 4 piece or like 6 piece. I'm like, I know, I'm not a regular. No, I said this before, like no, I'm not a regular because it's like too expensive, right? But like there was a place that I guess I go to it like maybe like a couple months because like I used to like I was there, I used to be close to there, and then like sometimes I would eat with my friends, and we always sit at the bar, which is like where they cut the fish. Like we don't sit on the, you know, like the dining place. And then I haven't been to that place for like at least like 2 or 3 years. And then I went there one time again after like years, and then I ordered, and then the person was like, oh wait, I remember you. I was like, yes. 对，我是空口吃的。My order trauma them? No, I didn't trauma them. They were like, they just want to make sure that like I'm not like wasting food, I guess. It's not sushi. I don't order sushi. I just order sashimi. I don't order, like there was one time the same place, like because they usually have a paper and then you could say like, for example, salmon, you could say like you want sushi or like sashimi, right? And then there was one time I wrote the thing wrong, and then he was like, oh, you want sushi today? I'm like, oh fuck, I did it wrong. No, not sushi. I don't want the rice. I don't want the rice. Like, to be honest, they don't even need to fucking cut the fish. I could just finish it. Just give me the 2 like uncut shit. I'll just eat it. It's okay. You don't need to cut it. Oh. Surely you must have noted my intent by the subtle dilation of my right pupil. Yeah, just 没有饭团，不是空口吃刺身，不是寿司。Perhaps a clearer sign would be helpful next time. Just an idea. In summary, the post you received earlier is a notice of impending revenge. You should be quaking in your boots. Also, yes, another thing. Last time when I went to JP, it was like after the Yu-Gi-Oh fan event, I was like me and my friend went to a place, and then I was like ordering, like I was like, yeah, give me the sushi, like the sushi assorted pieces. I want the salmon thing. I want the salad. I want like, like I ordered a bunch of shit, and then he was like, he ordered, what did he order? I think he ordered like some type of fish, and then when all the plates came up, he was like, I was like, yeah. And it's like,我不吃辣的，但是我喜欢吃咸的。Yeah, he would just like, you know, like in Japanese, we like, oh, like kind of like Sugoi. He's just like, I'm fucking hungry, and I gotta eat all this shit. So, yeah, really, because I went straight out into the garden and planted them. I'm hopeful we may grow some exotic fruit. I can't do it like every day. I can't be a regular because like I could eat like at least like 200. Like, because usually like for sashimi pieces, like it's usually like close to 10. And if it's like, okay, I don't, is it 10? Yeah, it's like 10. No, I don't get 10 orders. 10 orders doesn't make sense because that would be $1,000. But like in total, it's like minimum like $200 I could like finish. So like 200 plus probably. Fitting BGM? What fitting BGM? Because I went straight out into the garden and planted them, I'm hopeful we may grow some exotic fruit. There's no point sending a notice planning a revenge if the person you send it doesn't know what it is. Well, I knew, of course, because I've read this book. The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes. On sale now in all major London bookshops and receive rave reviews. Oh yes, of course. It's finally been published, hasn't it? I heard it's selling very well. It is 12 short stories in one volume. I've earned a lifetime spending money already. And it has further blossomed right now. In fact, only the other day, a Bohemian king sought to engage my services. Really, that's extraordinary. Of course, the gentleman persists with some pretense about being a fishmonger for the duration. Huh. But only a fool would presume to be able to deceive my eyes with such a charade. So how did you know that he was a king then? Why? There's no mystery, my dear fellow. A distinct fill of fish accompanied the man's lowly apparel. And though he tried to hide it, the left side of his mustache quivered in quite manifest manner. Oh, Mr. Jones. That's simply brilliant. Having nearly resolved the case for the man, I was sent a quantity of fresh cod as a mark of his appreciation. I think perhaps you shouldn't discount the possibility that he actually was a fishmonger. Is that... Can anyone else smell burning? Oh yes, you're right. And look, smoke. I think maybe something's cooking. Fire. There's a fire, everyone. Really, a fire. We must all leave at once. Everyone out of the building. No, wait. I have to go back to my room first. Are you deranged? If you're not asphyxiated by the smoke, the flames will burn you to death. But my Dorama doll, I can't let my Dorama burn. It means so much. Okay, we know that the Dorama was saved because at the end it was next to the picture. Sorry, but I'm going to make a dash for it upstairs. Oh no, you're so funny. What? There's no time to jokes, Iris. Go quickly, get out of here. Where's the fire? There's no fire, bruh. Is there, Hurley? Huh? The fire here at the fireplace? What a delight to see that ploy intact in the flesh. When I had dared to drink, I should be so lucky. Serious VGM for that thing, yes. For Dorama? You know that Dorama is like that black and white Pokemon, right? That has the regional form that's like icy? Messasato? Indeed it was a ploy. Yeah. A devilman engineered by my plucky spirit. Yes, Duramaka, yes. It was all a trick, but why? I thought we were talking about death threats in this. It's a simple experiment of the mind, Mr. Naruto, when his life is threatened. A fellow is compelled instinctively to protect that property to which he attaches most matching importance. This is a test to a bet that I would take. And after your own life, you know, the most important thing to you seems to be your Dorama doll. Let's not dwell on that, shall we, Iris? So, you knew all along, Mrs. Otto, that it was a trick. Yes, of course. The very point is described in this book. The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes. What? On sale now in all major London bookshop and receiving rare reviews. Not again. I've used that device quite satisfactorily in the past to solve a case. Oh yes, it was a great success, wasn't it? But then it became something of a habit, didn't it? You started yelling fire at every crime scene. In the end, people started to pay no attention to you at all. Yes, that's true. There was a time when I was known as the Shones who cried wolf. I think there's a lesson to be learned in there somewhere. But sadly, my little boy failed to yield result this time. Iris was utterly mood. Only we were like, what do you mean? Well, I was anticipating that Iris would immediately expose her secret hiding place, the location of the nest egg she must have catched somewhere in this room. Nest egg? You think Iris has some secret saving? Why, naturally, the book is selling like hotcakes after all. It is a simple deduction indeed to conclude that the profits must be concealed here within these walls. Oh, Mr. Jones, are you in need of money? Ah, I bet I know what that is. It's that new microscope that's gone on sale, isn't it, Hurley? What else? I have such a strong desire to own one, yet my purse is £1 too light. And as no offer of a loan has been forthcoming, I have been forced to resort to an alternative strategy. Hehe, sorry Hurley, but I'm not falling for it. Not coming for the show, so cry wolf. Ugh, how vexing. If she's writing the story of him, doesn't he get like licensing fee or something? You really shouldn't be trying to steal a 10 years old Savvy, you know? How does she get the date? She's like underage, though. My book is full of little tricks like that, you see? The orange of the great detective said that in this case, both the orange pipes and the fake fire fell a little flat, didn't they? I have plenty more tricks up my sleeve. Take, for example, the case of the Boscombe Valley mystery. I'm already filled with dread just from the title. It is a tale of extraordinary skill on the part of the great detective, the skill of tracking. Tracking? When I arrived at the scene of the crime in the eponymous valley, there was footprints everywhere. But my eye was immediately drawn to one set in particular. Oh, Mr. Shells, your detective instincts are truly remarkable. As you know, my dear madam, no detail, no matter how small, escapes the scrutiny of these eyes, so I tracked my courier, followed the trail of his footprints all the way to the man's place of residence. So literally stalking. It led you directly to the Kerber's house. What a trumpet. You misunderstand. It led me directly to my own house by default. Huh? For the footprints were, in the final analysis, those made by my own shoes. Hurley had left here for Boscombe Valley as soon as he received a telegram about the case, you see? And then he followed his own trail straight back there to Baker Street. Ha. Nurse, please. You make it sound almost humdrum, but I assure you it is no easy feat. Tracking of this nature is a skill possessed only by the great Sherlock Holmes. You're right. It really is extraordinary. Quite so. Extraordinary is a role, and let it be the last on the subject. Anyway, needless to say, I subsequently went on to solve a case with various other deductions. Yes, it's the various other deductions that I'm interested in. Well, you shall have to read the book then. I'm sure Iris has penned it with her usual flourish. Oh, absolutely. I put an ingenious spin on the great detective's exploits. I must have been very ingenious to make this man sound even remotely credible as a detective. Wait, does it smell like something's burning again? Uh-oh, we haven't left the Delman for one day. Mr. Shows, put your puckish spirit to bed. I assure you this has nothing to do with me or my spirit. What? Oh no, the smoke is getting thicker. You mean it's not a trick this time? There really is a... Dharma! Fire to the fire, everyone! Ah! BGM? Mrs. Otto, where are you going? Stand aside, Mr. Naruhodo. Easy, Mr. Shows. What are you... He's doing this to put the fire out? What? Mr. Shows, why did he just chuck that bus of Dublin on the floor? Oh, look at that. And I'm almost on the broken porcelain. Oh, coins? Certain, in fact, worth a whole pound each. Come, everyone. We must leave at once. Evacuate the building. What? Hey. You fell for it, Hurley. Look, line and stink. Oh my god. Oh, wait, you mean Iris? Certainly wouldn't have guessed that where you hidden it. Bruh. Did you mean to say that the smoke was... My own fucking studio needs to come out and play sometimes. What? Of course, I know what it is, Iris. It's that indoor herb garden set that went on sale last week, isn't it? That's what you're after. Want one so desperately, but I'm 4 pounds short, brah. And even though you told me you didn't have money to spare before, I knew you had a secret nest egg somewhere in this room. You've outwitted me again. You really shouldn't let yourself be outwitted by the 10-year-old child, you know. So thank you for the loan, Hurley. Oh, but wait. What's the matter? Where's Susie? She's disappeared. Oh, yes, that's right. She ran off the stairs before, didn't she? Oh, she also believed that she's getting something that's important, huh? Ha. Oh, what are you all still doing here? We have to evacuate. It won't be long before the fire is... Ah. Sorry, Susie. Children will get to mischief once in a while, you know, but it's all perfectly harmless. Harmless, baby, but oh, so devious. So what did she took? What did she get? Okay. Oh well, at least nobody was hurt. apart from Navalin and my secret hoard, now tell us, Masato, what is it that you went so flea-footedly to fetch? Sorry? Oh, no, nothing. It is just, no, there's nothing. Susie? Is it the Karma? That's... Oh, no, the book. Okay, yeah. That's your notebook detailing all the Reno's trial, isn't it? It's bulging at the seams. What? Ah. A testament to the various people you've held over the past months, Mrs. Sato. And you wanted a Dharma, huh? Well, I am your judicial assistant after all. I would do anything to ensure the safety of these records, even risk my life if necessary. I mean, it's very important to me. It's like a diary of everything we've achieved together. I'm getting all teary-eyed now. Yes, in stark contrast to certain someone who would have fetched his Dharma doll, I must say. What's wrong with the Dharma doll? Okay. 5 and Naruhodo's legal consultant. Episode 5. Where Sasato appears to be rather irritated because it seems Lunasuke has been buying a little too much bric-a-brac, and now the whole place is brimming with things they don't need. Hoarder and his latest purchase has really rocked the boat with Iris and Sasato. What's this? Hello, I'm back. Oh, hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Did you have a good outing? Hi, Reno. What's the matter? Your eyes are as big as dinner plates. Haha, Iris. I wasn't expecting to see you here. I just made some tea, Mr. Naruhodo. Would you like a cup? A cup or two, yes. Definite tea. Haha. Alright, Reno, what's going on? You're acting extremely strangely. What, me? No. Not at all. I'm as normal can be. Normality itself. See? Ha 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 ha. Ha. Not again, Mr. Naruhodo. Ah, sorry. No, what again? What do you mean, Susie? Whenever he goes out on his own lately, he always seems to come back with a particular new purchase. Particular? What's particular about it? Seems to think that any British is curio to you simply must have. With a particular new purchase. Keep buying items of a bric-a-brac even though you don't know what they are. What's a bric-a-brac? Well, there are rather a lot of bric-a-brac shops and prom-bakeries and the like around here, and it's... When I've been to Lord Strongheart to give my weekly report, I'm always so nervous beforehand. On the way home, I just find myself in those shops and... Yes, alright, I can't deny it, I brought something. Stress buying? You're right, you can't deny it because your eyes are wider than ever. You really ought to put up a warning sign about them. They're bigger than some holes around here. It's hard to resist things in the bric-a-brac sure, it's all so cheap. Mr. Jones have given me lots of useful advice about how to pick out the real bargains. You must remember, Reno, that Hurley likes to have fun with you. Take his advice with a big pinch of salt. Well, that's true. The thing that he told me was a pot stand wasn't a pot stand at all, but I would never have guessed it. It was a collapsible top hat. No, and I never had guessed that you could fill up this one's empty room so quickly. Honestly, it's overwhelming with things we don't need now. Cleaning time? I mean, look at those scales. Not once have you weighted something on them. I know, but ever since I first the defense bench in court, I don't know why, but I've just really wanted my own little set of skills. Let's see then, Mr. Naruhodo. What do you have come home with today? Oh, well, it's one of these. What? What is it? Looks like all dry and shivered up in a ball. Really, Mr. Naruhodo, what is it? It's a sea anemone. Oh, it's put in a tank? An anemone? Yes, I mean, I know it doesn't look like it at the moment. It's all sure, like you said. Just put it in the water. Aren't sea anemones living creature the one that danced about on the seabeds? Yes, exactly. The ones that dance about on the seabed. Oh. They sell sea anemones in the bric-a-brac shops here in Britain. I don't know whether they normally do or not, but I do know what I bought. But I bought one today. But why, Bruno? Well, yes, for the aquarium, of course, yeah. Put it in tank. Aquarium? I don't know that word. Well, according to the shopkeeper, keeping a sea creatures in tank was hugely popular here in London before. Do we not have that right now? Oh yeah, some people have some beautiful fish in seawater tanks. It's true. Having a aquarium became popular because of the whole glass tax was abolished. There it is again, rearing its ugly head, the subject of taxation. It was a real craze for a while. Everyone in London had one. For a while. Yes, it didn't last long. People's enthusiasm soon warned. It's just far too much work to be changing the seawater regularly in a city like London. Never a truer word said, I'm sure. You think people might have realized that from the start, really, wouldn't you? Anyway, that was long before I was born, so now everyone jokes that there's an unloved aquarium covered in dust in every attic in the capital. And it's true, there's one in his attic too. Oh yeah, so we have it, yeah. When I told the man in the bric-a-brac shop about it, he had these words of wisdom. That's why this is the age of the sea anima, and that made a lot of sense to me. Just to sell you that, it made sense to you, did it? Aruno, this Amranon is completely dried up. You just need to soak it in water overnight and it'll be as good as new. That's what the man said. I'm not sure that would work in the same way as a dried wakame seaweed. Mr. Naruhodo, once I've saved some money, I'm going to buy some prawns to keep this little fellow company. Oh, how exciting. Your office will be teeming with life. Wait, really? Britain is a funny country though. I mean, a sea animal craze. Well, they say people in the glass houses about comments like that here, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't forget that there was a very curious rabbit craze in our own country not so very long ago. The mortifying chapter that people will try to erase from the history books 100 years from now, I'm sure. You know, there was another craze as well before the aquarium one. It was what? Have you heard of the Warnian cases? No. Wardy? What? No. Definitely... Little gaze cases for growing plants indoors. Never heard of them. Oh, I see. For plant lovers to raise their favorite tropical plants. That's right? Like different types of friends? Friends. Do you mean those rather dull plants with lots of fawns and for leaves? They're not dull at all. Friends are lovely plants. I think people wanted to recreate the exotic foliage of the tropical in their own homes, so they grew friends. I mean, friends, sea animals, Londoners certainly have a knack for the obscured. Well, thinking about it, my grandfather loved the moss on his bonsai. He looked after it better than the trees. Seems like the more obscure something is, the more it interests people. Maybe. Anyway, the Wardian cases craze didn't last very long. Now, most of these little glass cases are just gathering dust, I think. But haven't I seen one in your room, Iris? Oh, very observant of you, Susie. Yes, that's right. Mine's certainly not gathering dust. I grow tropical herbs in it. For tea? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I really must ask you to stop all this furious buying of strange things. Yes, alright, sorry. It's just that, well, think about Mr. Shelmsrow. He had all sorts of particular trinkets lying around. Oh, well, yes, that's true. And they seem to be growing in number. Recently, I've noted a blowpipe, a few Brill crystal set, and a twisted piece of gold, a gold ring, pince-nez, spotted a small gramophone record in there the other day, so I slipped in onto the gramophone. But it was just a whispering voice saying no berry and nothing more. Yeah, this thing. What could it possibly be about? Those are all mementos of a case that Hurley solved over the year. Exactly, that's what I want to create in here. Just that sort of atmosphere. A room full of beautiful trinkets, each with their own unique history, you mean? Yes, that. I knew you would understand, Mrs. Sato. But, Mr. Naruhodo, none of the things you bought for the room have any connection with any other cases. Oh, don't they? Well, for example, take that splendid Barbader weather-beaten top hat. That wasn't used as evidence in any of the cases we worked on, was it? Oh, so you have two top hats if you count the collapsible one as well. No, the collapsible one is a pot stand, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Other day that we went into court, they were everywhere, weren't they? Oh yeah, top hats, I mean. Well, here in Britain, of course, they're the mark of a true gentleman, so that's hardly surprising. If a man isn't wearing a top hat when he ventures out of the door, he'll be looked down upon. Are we gonna wear that? Gosh, it has very strict rules, doesn't it? The English Gentleman's Code. Been wondering how I look in a top hat recently. After all, my university uniform is black as well, so I think it would be very in keeping. Oh, what a good idea. Go on in, Runo. Try it on. Let's go. Gonna see it? Ha 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 ha! We look stupid? I can't see myself. The lesson here, I suppose, is that the juxtaposition of student and gentleman is just so strange and wrong. But I'd rather it didn't suit me anyway. I mean, these ads are ridiculous. Be willing to bet every foreigner who sees one of these for the first time thinks exactly the same thing. Why is that man wearing a chimney on his head? People in glass houses remember, Runo. What do you mean? Well, what about Japanese, Chamaje top nozzles? Haircuts are the height of ridiculousness. True. At least you can take a hat off. Once you have Chamaje, it's Chan on your head for good. Be willing to bet every foreigner who sees Chamaje for the first time thinks exactly the same thing. Why is that man wearing a cannon on his head? I suppose that's what it means to have different cultures, isn't it? On the subject of hats, the one Mr. Shomes always wears is really very strange, don't you think? I beg your pardon, Mr. Naruhodo. What a thing to say. That has the very essence of Mr. Shomes. Yes, without his dear stalker, the great detective would be unrecognizable. Yeah, bald people could wear Chomaji, no? It's called a deer stalker. That's a surprisingly swanky name. It's the hat of a hunter, just like the flat cap. I made up my mind long ago to visit a Regent Street and buy one for myself. I'm not sure it's going to fit over your hair. Well, I think it's perfect for a great detective who stalks his criminal quarry. What do you think is strange about it anyway? Well, you've seen it. It has two brims, one on the front and one on the back. Why do you need two brims on a hat? Surely one on at the front is enough, no? A moment, please. If you ask me, it's just Mr. Shone's madcap personality coming through. Bet it's so that he doesn't have to think about which way around to put it on or something like that. Mr. Shones does not have a madcap personality. He always has a clear head. These stalkers were made for hunters who had to hide in trinkets when they were stalking their prey. The brim at the back was designed to stop the stalks of plants scratching the back of their neck. Oh, so that's the reason. Thank you, Iris, for educating us. The Shones don't spend a lot of time in trinkets, though, does he? Well, no, that's true. I'm telling you, it's just his intense personality. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it firmly. Here you are. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Shones. I've not long since made some tea, Mr. Shones. Would you like a cup of tea? I see I come at a good time, Mrs. Otto. Thank you. Now, I have something I would like you all to see. I designed myself a brand new Great Detective hat. What the? There's a brim at the front and the back, and at both sides. 4 brims in total. Your observation is quite correct, my dear madam. I'm a busy man, you see, and with this hat, whichever way I prove, I shall always have it pointing the correct way. Oh. With my previous hat, I could, in Tia's moment where it erroneously with the brim on either side. That's impressively clumsy, I would say. And I must regretfully say, I think your madcap theory was wrong after all. But really, Mr. Shones, with brims on all 4 sides like that, wouldn't it just be better to wear a top hat instead? Oh yes, then however you put it on, you'd rather have brim all around. What? So true, so true. How could I have been so blinkered to this fact until now? Well, fortunately, I happen to have 2 top hats here. Oh, if you just lift the pot off it, you're welcome to try that one there. Indeed I shall, my good fellow. Much obliged. Can we see how it looks? How they look with the hat on? Bruh. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh dear, Hurley, it looks terrible. More terrible than I could possibly have imagined. Oh, that's not good. Maybe it's because of your long face. Pure with the tall hat, it just doesn't work. Well, I think it's very nice, Mr. Shones, even if we'll have the whole world in fits of laughter. Should I never have known with it? Give me a dear soccer for evermore. And give me the regulation university hat for evermore. There's still hope that you graduate one day, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't give up. That's it? Okay. Natsuri Room is revealed that the Japanese scholar was once a teacher of English. He has much to say on the cultural difference between Japanese and Japan and Britain, as well as on sentimentalities, Shakespeare, and cycling. Yeah. This is like 15 minutes per episode, I think. So, Mr. Natsumi, are you really returning home to Japan? Yes, indeed I am. Everything is arranged already. We'll be sad to see you go. And after Runo worked so hard to prove you're innocent as well. What a shame. Feels like it was a waste of effort. Don't say that. I know what you're suggesting. Now calm down, Mr. Natsumi. It's all fine, really. You're in good company here, sir. If you fear the Reaper, you needn't hide the fact. I am a proud citizen of the Empire of Japan. I am not a scaredy cat. Talking of cats, Mr. Shone just casually threw one among the pigeon there. A man like me belongs in Japan, not here. That's what I've come to realize. Huh, I wonder. A mustache such as yours is eminently suited to London, I would say. There goes Mr. Shone throwing another cat in. The moment I arrived in the city, I noticed. Everyone in London laughs at me behind my back like Hineas? Hysterical Hineas? Ha-ha-ing horribly. Yeah. If this falls down, there's gonna be a fire here. Just shows that. I'm sure that's not true, Mr. Natsumi. Oh, but it is. Whenever I turn around and peer down the fog-filled street, all I see is foreigners everywhere. You are the foreigner. Well, there's you, Rona, and Susie in there. So that's 3 foreigners out of 5 people. I take your point, yeah. Only the other day, I was taking a stroll through the fog as usual when a young man approached me from ahead. He was pale and gaunt, his back arched like a cat. Observing his wretchedness moved me so deeply. I thought to myself, I'm not the only one suffering in this hell, but do you know what? Can you imagine? It was just my reflection in the shop window. A stunning, singing, superfying surprise. Don't forget slap in the face. Everyone started laughing at me. Gentleman, whereabouts, lady passing by, even a man in the shop window. Oh yes, and a certain great detective would like to be included among the Mirfo. Mr. Shome is really going for Sasaki-san today. Well, I for one think you're a very handsome man, Mr. Natsumi. There, did you hear that? This 10-year-old girl thinks you're handsome, isn't that wonderful? That makes me feel suspiciously warm inside. He looks genuinely delighted. The point is, we Japanese are humble and modest. Studying on foreign soil, surrounded by foreign people, how could anyone possibly enjoy that? No one would. No one could. It's impossible if you're a genuine Japanese. If you say so. Actually, it would appear that there is someone. You? A Japanese man who studied in a foreign country and seems to have thrived on the experience. Me? There is? Me, huh? Mr. Ogai Mori, who? Believe he studied in Germany. Or Guy Mori? Mr. Mori, pray tell us more of the fellow. Well, today he's a very successful author in Japan. Oh, I've heard of him. He's the professor who wrote Haihime, isn't he? Maihime. Maihime? Spelled in English, the title would be Dancing Queen, maybe. Yeah. I see a tale of a woman who walks her way through the role, perhaps. Really need not make up a silly translation, you know? It's already officially called a dancing girl in English. It seems Mr. Mori greatly enjoyed his time in Germany. He became close with the local lady while he was there. Close, you say? With the local lady. And compatriots completely contradictory conduct. Well, I suppose your experience of studying abroad depends to a large extent on your character. As they say, many men, many minds. Mr. Mori had an open mind, Mr. Natsumi a closed one. Possibly a slightly black and white view, do you think, Mr. Jones? Well, anyway. If that's how you feel about being abroad, why did you choose to study here? Wasn't it further our nation's understanding of the English language or something? Yes, that's right. So what were you doing in Japan before you came to Great Britain then? I was a school teacher, or of English, of course. A bit cursory, perhaps, but I managed to discover some information about Mr. Natsumi's teaching days. That's just a little outside of the field of law, isn't it, Mr. Sato? But let me pose you a question, Mr. Naruhodo. If you had to translate English phrases, I love you, into Japanese, oh my god, what would it be? Is it gonna be fucking Tsuki Kile? Is it gonna be fucking Tsuki is Kile? That's easy. Aishideru or Suki desu. No, she's gonna say, wrong! According to Natsumi teaching, at least. What? Would you like to explain, Mr. Natsumi? Yes, of course. Your research was very thorough. I always used to tell my students that we Japanese don't express ourselves that way. Rather, we might say, oh my god! Suki ga kire desu ne! Oh my god. My dear Mr. Natsumi, I must interject. Suki ga kire desu ne would translate as to the moon is beautiful, isn't it? Oh my god. I cannot. I know that! The point is that we Japanese are reticent when it comes to expressing our emotions. We prefer to show our feelings of adoration or our Suki by appreciating the beauty of the moon, the Suki. Oh my god. Using the Suki to express Suki. It's an amusing play on words, you see. No, or in a language you might understand better. That shows. It's not a play on words, it's subtle, it's beautiful, it's fleeting and beautiful. It's art. Isn't it just being shy? My dear fellow, the foreign dancing girl will forever be out of your reach with such an attitude. Imagine how the great Mr. Warrior would act. He would win the lady heart in a flash with a well-placed under restraint. I love you. That smooth Mr. Mori, am I destined to live in his shadow forever? Just what sort of a man is he in that imagination of yours? The fact is, I just can't settle on this foggy London town with all its foreign inhabitants. I lost count of the number of different lodgings I tried before I found myself here. As it happens, I even lived on Baker Street at one time. No, really? A Sal scholar? Lives near there. Seer? Sal. It's literally Sal. A man by the name of William James Craig. His knowledge of Sal is unsurpassed. He's been a great inspiration to me over the... Forgive the interruption, but I suppose the Sal is Shakespeare, of course, Shakespeare. But in Japanese, you write Sao. What? Yeah, am I familiar to which you speak? It's a phonetic representation using kanji characters, so England is Igulis, America's America. Man, we use the same characters as Lee in a road and Ritu in another, talk about confusing. 夏目漱石啊，这是。So Shakespeare is Sao in Japanese. Presumably the Sa is a brutal attempt at the first Shay. In which case, where is the kiss fear? Never thought of that. We only have the O left. Which could, even in the most charitable interpretation, only be a brutal attempt at an old man. Seems to me that whoever had a job deciding on the characters for his name got bored very early on. Complete kanji character catastrophe. So then... On the burning question, what about me? How do you write my name? Huh, sorry? Is Shena Homusu. No? My dear fellow, there must be a Japanese character for a name. Oh dear, I'm sorry, Mr. Shaw, but none exists that I'm aware of. What? Am I really nothing too Japanese? In that case, as a matter of paramount importance, you must construct my name in kanji at once. Oh, it's not kanji, it's katakana, no? Well, so we could use a kanji to pronounce so to start with, and then use one more to give. So, perhaps, bruh. I think that would be about right. Mr. Sholmes? But that's almost the same as Sao, isn't it? Sao, yes. The employee judged it, oh, I don't want people to confuse me with an old man who died a century ago. I'm sure the world's greatest literature figure would rather not be confused with you either. Well, the world's great detective is so youthful and full of rigor, so how about so handsome, bruh? Handsome. Oh yes, that sounds wonderful. I'm sure everyone will be calling you that 100 years from now. How can she say that with a straight face? What about me then, Iris? Perhaps Aihime, since the second character doesn't seem to matter. Bruh. Aihime? Oh yes, Princess of Love? That's an adorable name for you, Iris. Stop, please! With a name like that, Mr. Mori is likely to turn up at any moment and rashly declare I love you. This Mori-san has become quite a character in Saki-san's plan. Isn't he already dead? And you, Mr. Naruhodo, might I venture Kurobozu as a fitting name for you. As a dark monk? Oh, that's very good. It describes you perfectly, Reno, so you think I'll be wearing this black varsity uniform for the rest of my days, do you? But Mr. Naruhodo already has a Japanese name. I don't believe he needs another. Well, anyway, we're getting an English name, I guess. We were talking about your life here in London, weren't we, Mr. Natsumi? You should just get out and have fun. Bro's paranoia here. The landlady says as much to me too. Mr. Garvin? But it wasn't fun at all. It was frightful. Whatever do you mean? A cycle incident. Finally! An incident on a bike. Oh yes, come to think of it. Oh yeah, there's a bicycle outside that we never talked about. Yeah, that's already fucked up. There's an old bicycle parked just outside, isn't there? It's in a sorry state though. Yeah. I tried to say no to her, but she insists I took it for a ride. Perhaps my pronunciation was wrong, so I took my life in my hands and attempted to ride the steel spider with the stallion to a nearby block. Really don't think there's anything wrong with your pronunciation, Mr. Natsumi. Joan Garbage just isn't the kind of woman to take no for an answer. Hello? If you're going to die, you might as well die in beautiful surroundings, so the pride was my first thought, bruh. So you didn't know how to ride a bicycle. After a whole day of dicing with dead, I emerged with the only relatively minor bruises. So you got the knack of it. Don't be silly. Dying isn't something you can learn to do. Mr. Natsumi, you keep talking about the dicing with the death and dying and so forth, but riding a bicycle is supposed to be fun. Oh no, that's just what you people tell you, but it's an old wives' tale. Is it? I mean, just consider the real name of the vehicle. Bicycle? It's not called a dicycle for nothing, bruh. How anyone supposed to use such an emptily named vehicle to move forward is beyond me. I agree. Pedal power promises pain. Didn't think it was possible to get worse with practice. I'm lucky to be alive. Although, I must say, after looking death in the eye for a whole week, I did at least manage to mount the steed reliably, and notwithstanding a few wobbles, I found I could make progress in a forward direction. Ha, what a trumpy. Deduction is much the same. When first presented with a problem, the mental exertion of trying to solve it leads only to bitter disappointment. But after a week of picking one's way carefully along the path of reasoning and thoughts, one begins to see results. So, is that why all of you cut off the code deductions always seem half-baked? What a wonderful insights into your extraordinary mind, Mr. Jones. Unfortunately, after wobbling down the street, I noticed where there were little stones everywhere, dead crabs. Not that way, I said to myself. But the wild vehicle wouldn't listen. It followed me on and on down the street. So, of course, I hit one of those deadly stones, and the crazy cold threw me. It's just my luck. Bicycles are the epiphany of my pitiful life. I wish I could disagree. On the same subject, I'm sure there's a famous American author who's written about having a similar experience. Who? Oh yes, I read that. Essay? 2 hours. Some of us are better read than others. Well, no more bicycle for me. Oh, Mr. Natsumi. At least you have an interesting anecdote to take with you back to Japan, if nothing else. You always manage to put a positive spin on things, don't you, Mrs. Otto? Personally, I haven't mounted a bicycle for some time. No, me neither. That's good. So how about John? We shall all ride out together. Huh? That sounds great. I'll perch behind Mrs. Otto. But the sun is going down and we pitch black for long. London's street lamps are really bright, you know, and the fog isn't too thick today. And my beloved right is all bent out of shape. My dear fellow, if you're bound to the top of the vehicle anyway, it's fitting that it's already been out of shape, bruh. It's settled then. You can't even fucking write on that shit. Come on, come along, Mr. Nasumi, shall we go? Tsugi ga kirei desu ne. This is a wrong use case scenario. Don't tell me that's his translation of no thank you as well. Indeed, Mr. Natsumi, the moon is at its most beautiful at precisely this time in the evening. Oh, yeah. We're not Japanese. You can't beat around the bush with us. What a weird and wonderful world. Okay. On Barrier Road, a chilling asked about a chilling escape from the clutches of Royal and Pat Bitten, who's only just found it on the street. Gina, the pickpocket, is obvious suspect. Garunosuke, Sholmes, and Iris happen to be passing, and the ploy quickly thickens. The plot. Let's see. Oh, these people, yes. This is Roy, yeah. Sean, Constable, Rowley, Vita, reporting for duty. Thanks to the good office of Lord Van Zeeks, I'm back on my beat here in the capital, doing my best for the good citizen of London, huh? Ah, my Rowley back in his Bobby uniform. You couldn't look any more handsome if you tried. Ha, my love. You say the sweetest things. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rowley. To us, Lord Van Zeek isn't the Reaper of Bailey at all. Oh no, of course not. He's the patron saint of Bobbies. The patron saint. Oh yes, Pat, you're so right. My darling, keeping us in pocket he is. On my first day back on the job, what did I find in the gutter? A shilling, my love. A whole shilling. Oh really, I always believed in you. Always knew one day that you'll find some big, small changes. With just that shilling, I could buy you a cheap bunch containing a single flower, my sugar. A single flower, oh, how romantic. But, I'm so sorry, Pat. Only moments ago, that shilling disappeared. Disappeared? But how, my love, how? Think maybe, no, I'm sure. It was this girl here, Sa. You swiped my precious shilling, didn't you? You cheeky little driver? Blimley. You took your time getting around me, didn't ya? I thought that lovely stuff were not ever gonna end. So a shilling, you said? Letter from ya, where it? And you know nothing about it. Where's the evidence, eh? Right there, the evidence is dancing around on the back of your hand, young lady. You stole it from me. You lifted it from my pocket just now. You got a nerd, stealing from Bobby. Cobbers, this coin is mine. How could you know? Anyway, how could you know if it was taken just now or not? Dear me, you don't get it, do you? We hardly got a penny to our names, so that coin felt as heavy to me as a bar of gold, eh? Telling you, the moment it left my pocket, I knew I felt myself get a good few pounds lighter. Ugh. Yep, that coin has got my blood, sweat, and tears all over it. Why are you looking at me? What's the matter with ya, eh, Mr. Naruto? Me, sorry, when a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be their help straight away, not an hour later. This isn't my fault, I haven't stolen anything. And what about you, Sholmes? I thought you were supposed to be a great detective. Dear me, Miss Lestrade. You took your time getting around me, didn't you? I thought that long dispute was never going to end. You only said give me a minute when we spotted you over the road and said hello. And that was 10 minutes ago, Jeannie. We've been standing here listening to your career with this Bobby. Do beg your pardon, Amanda. We shouldn't be troubling the public with the police business, but that shilling belongs to us, isn't it, really? Of course it does, my love. It's just for you and me, my darling. I don't think she did, though, no. This was just supposed to be a nice throw with Iris and Sholmes before afternoon team. Why did we have to run into another fiasco on Barrow Road? I don't really see how could we be any of help, Gina. There's no way of knowing who the coin really belongs to if it was just dropped in a gutter. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Runo. What? I have a feeling I might know the answer to the question of whose coin that is. My bright young fellow logger, let us hear your deduction. Well, there's actually a reason why I suggested a stroll down Barrow Road. Oh, what reason? You see, I was here yesterday and, well... Come to look at it while enjoying the afternoon stroll. I dropped a little something, so it's hers? Wait, you dropped something, you don't mean? It was the pocket money that Hurley gave me. Yeah. What's this, Iris? You dropped that, did you? I'm sorry. I went to the market on Lime Street yesterday to pick up some herbs, you see. But on the way, I must have dropped it. The 1 shilling coin you gave me. Oh. A coin... A one bot bit? Yes, and when I thought back over the route I took, I realized I must have dropped it here. Constable, you haven't seen it, have you? It's all my pocket money and now it's gone. Oh. Well, I'm afraid I don't know, bruh. Don't know anything about that, young lady. What rotten luck dropping your money like that, sorry. Dare to say the constable and his companion could give you a run for your money with their wide eyes. If it's the same to you, Mr. Jones, I think I would prefer not to be used as the yardstick for looking guilty. Well, it's tough really, in it, Iris. You dropped it, so it ain't yours no more. Anyway, you know what they say, what goes around comes around, so don't feel bad. Bad luck, Iris. It doesn't look like you're going to get your coin back. Oh, I can't believe I've lost it, and straight after Hurley gave it to me as well. Yes, regrettable indeed. I seem to recall that particular coin was rather significant. What do you mean, significant? There's something on the coin. To be specific, it was especially significant to you, Runo. Significant to me. Ah, you don't mean? It was the coin from last night's wagger. The very same, my dear fellow. What's this then? What wagger? It was a game of poker. A duel between Hurley and Runo. Poker, what that tricky card game you meant. You mean, as a lawyer, I have the perfect poker phrase. You'll never be able to tell what I'm thinking, said he. But depriving Mr. Naruto of his entire fortune was even easier than finding that missing thoroughbred. It was so infuriating. Reliving it now still makes me grit my teeth. Sorry, I had every intention of paying you back the money I owed you, but you have to wait, I'm afraid. Yes, I know. Don't worry, next month is fine. Let me guess, Odo. Your whole fortune, it was 1 whole shilling, my entire monthly spend, and I lost all of it. As I handed it over to Mr. Jones, I gritted my teeth so hard my gums started to bed. Bruh. Please, Renault, don't exaggerate. That's a horrible image. What about a lawyer who borrows money from a 10-year-old girl? Now that's a horrible image. Why do I feel like my reputation with this couple has just fallen through the floor? Ah ha 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 ha. There are a few things more infuriating than making a man for all his worth. Don't be so pleased with yourself. Hurley, it's not as if Runo ever had a chance of winning. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Well, using that special ink at the love, anyone could. Thank you, Iris, that'll do. I'm sure this conversation is proving very dull for everyone. So he cheated? What's done is done. The game is over now. There's no point crying over spilled milk. Special ink, you say? Well, that sounds like some sort of risky business that's up my alley. Right up my alley. Oh, really? I love your dauntless spirit. You laugh in the face of danger. Come on then, Iris, spill it. What's the special ink about it? Oh, well, it's what's sometimes called invisible ink. All you have to do is write the suit and number on the reverse side of every card. And with the aid of some special glasses, the whole game is laid bare to you. Wait, you were wearing glasses last night, weren't you? Mr. Jones? Ah. He said something along the lines of, my eyesight appears to have suddenly worsened, and the moment you feel the question... Felt that to question that as odd was the moment I knew I had won the game. Mind games, was it? Trying to throw me off with your eccentric ways? So you're telling me Shones could see every car what Odo had? What? But that's not mind game. That's veiling cheating. My dear fellow, what an accusation. Would you honestly consider me a cheat? Please. I prefer trickster. Whatever you call it, the game doesn't count now. Understand, Mr. Shones? Dear me. Well, out of respect for the bad grace with which you take defeat, allow me to return your shilling. Did you hear that, Jaina? So give it here. Eh? Leave me out of this. This here one bob bid was mine from the start, no question. No shot that their one bob bid was lifted from this here bobby pot only a few minutes ago. So you keep saying, come on then, where's the evidence? It's on the coin. Eh? The law, right? Is all about evidence. I know myself. You see, Mr. Naruhodo use a trite excuse in court and others would parrot it. Only whenever I do say that in court, it isn't a trite excuse, you know? As I said, Assad, that coin has got my blood, sweat, and tear all over it. That's right, it has. Relly's blood, sweat, and tears are the evidence. Blood, you say? In that case, it's time for this. Do you think? Well, if there's any trace of blood in that coin, we'll soon know about it. I don't think it's like literally blood though. Alright, Guinea, hold very still. Eh? What? Look at that, see there on the coin? It's clearly changed color. What the fuck? There's actually blood? In other words, there's blood on this coin. Once again, as I said, that would be my blood, sweat, and tear. Oh, wait, I've seen blood turn that color before. Yes, I know who it is. I know who coin it is. Oh! What? The rightful owner of this bloodstained shilling is the owner? Bruno. Huh? Me? Oh! From the appearance of the blood, I would say it is quite fresh. Left within the last 24 hours. Within the last. Then in that case. So this is the coin of Shomes had off Odo last night in a poker game. Why is there blood? Oh, Bruno, do you mean you really did make your gums bled? Oh my god. I told you, I was so infuriated to lose. I have to grit my teeth as I handed over the money, brah. Bluntly, you're as hard up as me by the sound of it, but I thought you had a proper job. Come on, Gina, just hand it over, would you? The shilling. That's rightfully mine. Yeah, what now, huh? Fine, alright then. Just saw your bleeding Siri. Bleeding Siri, okay. We got it. Oh, I finally have it back. It's like a dream come true. I nearly had that one in a bag and all. That's wonderful news, Rona. I'm so happy for you now then, as you promised. Yeah, the payment, huh? I'd like my money back, please. The shilling I lent you before. You did say that you'd pay it back out of this month's pocket money, didn't you? Oh, yes. Well then, I suppose. My dear fellow, do be kind to your gums. Looks like that shilling was always destined to be taken from you, huh? For some reason, the phrase serves you right is floating around in my head. So, Iris, as promised it, here is the shilling I own you. Oh? You're repaying me already. Well, thank you. Next one would have been fine, though. What's all this about anyway? What you're lending Odo money for? Oh, yes. Well, actually, it's because I went to the live stream market yesterday to buy hers. Gina Sotoa. For Bruno. Hers for Odo. Yes, the tea Miss Suzato left behind is top quality Gyokuro tea, but it's just so bitter. So when Iris suggested mixing it with some hers to make it more palatable, I asked her to buy me some. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We made a special Japanese herb tea with the leftover Gyokuro. I'm going to call it Suzy Special Blend. I do hope you'll all try it. The extruding bitterness clings to the throat if you can persuade a bright green glob to lead the club. Why? It sounds quite delicious. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, it would appear that the Shilling's debris adventure are now at an end. Adventures? You must agree, my dear fellow, that the coin has made a considerable journey since last night. Let's see, originally it was the coin I was supposed to give to Iris to pay her for hers, but then, in our poker deal last night, it passed it to you, Mr. Shows, who gave it to Iris as a spending money. But then I dropped it here sometime yesterday. Then my villa really found it a little while ago and picked it up, before it was lifted from my pocket by this here diver. I didn't use my favorite gun to show of the blood that was on it, and let slip about Shows' little scam in his card game last night. The element of which should result the coin returning to the ownership of Mr. Naruhodo, allowing me to pay Iris the money I owe her after all. For the herbs we bought in order to make Susie's special blend tea. And now, after all that, the coin's resting safely in my pocket. Yeah, you're right. That was an adventure. But what are we supposed to take away from it? That this one shilling coin belongs to Iris and Iris alone, I think. Cannot fault your observation, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, you know what they say. What goes around comes around. Why do I get the feeling that Iris knew it was coming around to her from the very beginning? Ah ha 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 ha. Priceless, as they say. Well then, my dear fellow, how about this evening we indulge in some bitter tea and bitter rematch? I'll even allow you to stake the coming one's spending money in advance. I fold. In the Bailey, this FSC cake placed in the Old Bailey courtroom where the defendant is none other than Sholmes himself and the charge is a most mysterious murder. Ronosika naturally advocates for the defense against the unfathomable Reaper, Lord Van Zeeks, but Sholmes' testimony calls the true culprit of the crime into question. We could probably look at the moving pictures then. Is there like more... let me see. It's only 8, no? Yeah. Or is there more? Yeah, it's like 15 to 20 minutes per episode. Yeah, 8 short slice of life mini episode. Okay, I don't know why, because like I thought it was gonna be longer because there was a walkthrough that was like more than 5 hours. But I guess like unless like there's another 8, no, I don't think there's more than 8 though. Oh. Oh my god, are we just dancing now? Wait, this is at the end though. When was this? This court is now in a section for the trial of Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, this is something else. This is the most extraordinary case of murder in Consul. I presume I may proceed. Yes, my lord, the defense is ready. At your discretion, my lord. Very well, I hereby call on the prosecution to introduce the case. The incident in question took place 2 days ago, late at night, when the grounds was blanketed with snow. The location of the incident was the residence of the accused, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Indeed, the now famous address of the number 221B Baker Street was it. To address may have enjoyed fame once, my lord, but will henceforth endure infamy for this green crime. Yeah. Well, everybody's still alive. He's also still tied. This is like at the end of 1 then, though. I mean, before like 2-4 and 2-5. Yes, sir. Well put. The victim, a certain Madame Rosie, was found obfuscated on the accused's sofa. My word.
Objection!
But it's unclear as to whether the victim was actually killed in the defendant's suit or not. After all, when Mr. Shone left the room for only a brief moment, Madame Rosie somehow vanished herself out of his room completely. Vanished herself, console. To the victim. Quite true, my lord. There is but one adjoining door between my drawing room and kitchen. Yet having brewed some tea in the kitchen, I returned to find the room completely empty. There was nobody else present. Ordinarily, my fellow logger Iris would have been at home. However, on the day in question, she had been invited to a meeting of a scientific society in city. I'm afraid you have the propensity of exaggeration, sir. You claim the victim vanished herself, but really, it seems to me entirely possible that she chose to leave via the main entrance to your suit. As it happened, my lord, the door to the accused room was locked at the time from the inside. Very true, Inspector. As such, I can say with considerable surety that the victim did not leave via my front door. But what about, yes. She should have snuck out through
Objection!
a window. The windows in the room were not locked, it's true, and the victim had an opportunity, however, there was snow all around the building outside, and not a patch of it has been disturbed. Would my learned friend care to explain how the victim could have left without leaving a trail? So the victim, Madame Rosie, somehow vanished from the scene before she was killed. Like, she would just, like, come here, probably appear later. Naturally, I was alarmed by the sudden disappearance of my guest. So I assumed this gentleman, who resides in the attic room before my own, and we took a cab to Scotland Yard. I confirmed that the defendant called for me, and I saw his suit on my way downstairs. And yes, I'm quite sure it was empty, just as Mr. Jones had said. When we reached the yard, this very detective happened to be there. Well, yes, you see, I was in my office for a while, having got back for some important business, and then having explained the situation to the inspector, we traveled back to the Baker Street together. At that time, there were no footprints in the snow around the building other than the ones we made. Do I take it then, Consul, that you personally witnessed the scene where the incident took place? No, my lord. I went straight up to the bed in my own room in the attic. Inspector Gresson, however, was met with the most bloody-curdling sight on Mr. Shone's sofa, the vanished Madame Rosie motionless. So the victim was already dead when you discovered her, Inspector? No, my lord, not dead, but not far off it. She mustered all her remaining strength to say these dying words. That rotter, Shones, will be the death of me. Oh yes, I overheard that remark at the time too, delivered in a raspy voice full of malice. No. Those words indeed proved to be her last. The victim expired moments later there on the sofa. Bruh. The cause of death was identified as damage to the respiratory tract as a result of strangulation. Pray, does the accused dare to contest the inspector's account? Certainly not. In fact, the inspector has done an unusually fine job of summarizing the salient points. Shows will be the death of me, damning departing words indeed. In her final moments, the victim named her killer, you, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. But the defendant had no reason to take the victim's life. Perhaps you could tell the court, Mr. Shows, who exactly this Madame Rosie was. Oh yes, of course. Did I never mention her to you? I had extended an invitation to her that evening, though she is loquacious in the extreme. The most trivial of matters quickly becomes a quarrel. I was only too pleased to leave her present to make tea. Great. It would appear then that the accused did in fact have a motive for silencing his arrested guest permanently. That's the motive? Putting that tenuous motive aside, what about the utter mysterious surrounding the case? I'm inclined to agree with the defense that there remain a number of inscrutable details. The victim's alleged disappearance and subsequent reappearance leaving no trail of footprints, for example. That's right, the crime described by the prosecution could have never happened. If the victim named the accused in her dying breath, she's not dead. It seems to me that my learned friend has overlooked a significant detail here. Nonsense, what have I overlooked? The man and the dog, the so-called great detective, all too frequently makes the following bold claim. There is no crime beyond the realms of possibility, no mystery behind the powers of reasoning. Huh. So, Mr. Jones, you will have no difficulty in explaining how the crime thus described could have taken place. Therefore, I propose a toast to the great detective upholding his name. But of course, were I to put my mind to the matter, the crime would immediately appear to all present to be entirely feasible. Please, Mr. Jones, whose sides are you on? All you need to say is no, even I can't think of a way that a crime like that could have been committed. Let the accused admission be noted by the court. Though the crime may appear impossible to us mortal of inferior mental capacity, this man alone claims to know exactly how it was done.
Hold it!
Now hold on, that's a very fragile argument. Thank you, consuls. I believe I heard more than enough to proceed my adjudication. Adjudication. The accused great detective did in some inscrutable manner willfully murder the victim, Madam Rosie. I therefore find a defendant. Let this man be taken from this courtroom, and in some equally certain manner be sanctioned for his crime. Court is adjourned. No way. No way.
Hold it!
My lord, please. The truth about the mysteries surrounding this case are known to be another besides a great detective. What's this? Upon my words, Miss Naruhodo, you are coming along wonderfully. You deduce a fundamental truth about this case, I believe. Which would be, detective, that the truth to this case is known only to the true culprit, obviously. Is that not so, Rison? What? Well, I suppose yes. You don't mean, are you suggesting, Mr. Jones, that you have an idea to what actually happened that night? An idea, my dear fellow. I could explain the entire incident from start to finish with not a single detail omitted.
Objection!
Seeing the detective has failed to grasp the situation. Pray, Mr. Reaper, which of us has truly failed to grasp the situation, I wonder? Then answer me this. You claim that prior to the incident, the victim suddenly vanished without a trace from her room. If so, how exactly did she disappear? Why, naturally, via the window. It was ajar after all, but that can't be. The room is a whole story above street level, and in any way, no prints were found in snow. There are any numbers of ways one could avoid leaving tracks in the snow, surely. Such as flying, for instance. A fatuous notion. And to where do you propose the victim flew, Mr. Jones? Is it not entirely plain to the culprits avoid a body, of course? For having left my suit, that is clearly where she was murdered. Take a moment to consider the cruel irony, if you will. By her own volition, she flew directly to her death. Do you forget, detective, the victim's corpse was discovered on your own sofa? No doubt because her killer carried her back there. But what about the lack of footprints in the snow? Again, dead. There just weren't any. Other than our own from when we returned home ourselves. If by our footprints you refer to your own and mine, you're quite right, but there were those of another. On the night in question, there was one other person who could have conveyed the victim to my sofa. What? Good gracious, to whom do you refer, sir? A man who somewhat unavailingly present at the scene of the crime would be questioned by no one. Me? An availing, you don't mean... Indeed I do. A man who hastened to the scene directly upon learning of the incident at Scotland Yard, namely... Oh no, Gregson? You, Inspector Gregson, yeah. Eh? When you arrived at my address on Baker Street, you were carrying the half-dead Rosie with you. You waited for a suitable opportunity, and then laid the victim on my sofa, bruh. He did? He did what?
Objection!
Yeah, Gregson. But we were with the inspector when he arrived. How could he possibly have been carrying the victim? We would have noticed. This is like the extra content. So this is not like after... The timeline is not like after the game. My dear fellow, a most obvious answer presents itself, does it not? The inspector is rarely, if ever, without his overcoat. The victim was simply concealed in one of his many pockets. How? Fail to see what makes this letter great, but I can say one thing with great certainty. Great certainty, a human body cannot fit into the pocket of an overcoat. Believe you may all have fallen foul of a rather significant risk apprehension. What? Man and Rosie was not a human. I beg your pardon, Mr. Jones. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, something troubles you, perhaps. Whatever gives you that idea. Exactly what sort of creature was Rosie? Mannequin? It's a non-appearing already. Yeah, it's the Van Zeke scene. A parakeet, of course? Huh? A most so concealed specimen, in fact. A parakeet. She was an instant talker, I must say. Her manner was quite intolerable at times. Wanting to turn every conversation to a quarrel, I thought to strangle the creature on more than one occasion. You had a quarrel with a parakeet. But of course, why else would she have chosen to fly from my window so accordingly that evening? To the abode of the inspector here beside me, no less. To Inspector Gresson at Body. Why? Because that was the parakeet's home, naturally. What are you? The parakeet? The inspector was called away from town for some days, so it was arranged that I would look after the bird. But it would appear that she was overcome with a sudden yearning for her keeper, thus prompting her fly from my comfortable suit to the inspector office at Scarlet. What is? Wait, is that a bird? Parakeet? Oh my god, this fucking bird! Oh. Wait, oh my god. There's a dead bird here? Is that... No, I go, yeah, I know, okay, yeah. I see what they're talking about. Yeah, it's like a type of parrot. Bruh. My locals lets you feed parakeets and what? What? 什么 bird? 鹦鹉 parakeet. 虎皮啊，是不是虎皮喂 ？Wasn't in Chinese. 长尾小鹦鹉。Oh. As a lorikeet's a kind of parrot, I see. Feed them, I see. Well, Gregson, I believe it's high time you explain. Give us your account of what happened last night. Sparing no details, of course. 他们在说有人死了，然后他们现在说不是人，这是鹦鹉。So the parrot died, is what you're telling. Inspector Gregson. It was an accident. What? I got back from being away that evening, you see. I just walked through the door of my office. I never imagined Rosie would be on her way back to the yard as well. I slammed the door shut. Oh, just as she was trying to... Oh my god. Fly through it. So, Rosie, she got sandwiched between the door and the frame and fell to the floor. Oh. Never to move again. Oh my god. Because of me, oh my god. Well, I had to do something. And I just... When I was trying to think of a plan. Fucked up, this fucked up. You fellows are right talking about some instant at Baker Street. I had her in a hurry. So I stuffed her in my coat pocket and got in the gap with a pair of you. Why did they put it on the sofa though? Why did you put it on the sofa though? Bruh. What could possibly have motivated you to behave in such a manner, Inspector? Laura Strongheart, sir. What? Laura Strongheart? Please don't tell me it was Laura She who asked me to look after her in the first place. What? I didn't hear that right. She'd been living with the pigeons at the Supreme Court until then. Oh. But apparently then, the other person has started to pick on her. Oh no! Oh my god. So for the past 6 months or so, I've been caring for her in my office at the yard. I see. If anything happened to that bird, just imagine. I mean, the bird already dead now. No pay and no time off for the rest of my career. You mark my words, that's what's gonna happen. So you had to pin it. That's why I see. But the victim's dying words. Yeah, what dying words? The court heard earlier that she spoke the name of her assassin on her dead bed. That Rotter Jones will be the death to be. Indeed, she did. Quite uncalled for. Wouldn't you agree? But those words are your true feelings, are they not, Inspector? So, like, he taught him that line? Taught him her that line? Clearly, you speak of me more, often at your office at the yard, in this fearing manner. A manner that the Perica took much delight in mimicking. Well, come on. I mean, have you read this month's edition of Rest Magazine? And I'm... You're what? Sorry! This is all absolutely true. Shaking my head. Gregson, the bird killer. What? Something wrong, Lord Manzix. Huh? No, nothing. Almost drifts off a moment there. It's hard not to drift off when you have been keep waiting on 3 hours already. Wonder if we'll manage to meet with Lord Stronghart at all today. We may have to deliver the report on the Winnie Vane case that he asked for on another day. Are we gonna say that also the parrot died? Tell me, Inspector, what became of that bird? Rosie, you mean she had a narrow escape, but she still alive? Yay! I delivered her back here not long ago, actually, on Lord Stronghold's orders. Gotta fix the fucking sandwich. He's hoping the pigeon will suffer now, bruh. Okay, you need to find a vet to fix the fucking fucked up. I don't know, like something of a shock to hear that she's been crushed in the doorway of your office. Shows me that we were all under the misimpression that Rosie was a person. Sorry about that. It was Laura Strongheart's the band that... Oh, good, you're here. Let's go. I apologize for my tardiness. I'm exactly 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 57 seconds late. Oh no, my lord. No. Please don't trouble yourself. Nothing gives a greater pleasure than standing here doing nothing for hours on end. Hardening. So let's hear it then. Your report. There's only pigeons here. The winning big trial is included, but is far from over. It seems that Dark, Far Eastern Laurie, and I have some shared destiny. We will meet again. Of that, I have no doubt. Did you see that, Lord Menzies? Did you? Man and Rosie went flying. I did. Where? I didn't see that. Among the pigeons there. Happy as a Larry she was. Where? It was all white birds. Really, Inspector? You must be relieved. Where? I couldn't. Where? There was no parrot? Bruh. Ace aficionado. Did you guys see it? I didn't see it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think there's only 8. Yeah, like we're in. This is like at the. And like, there's no like 1 for 1 and 1 for 2. So. Okay, I think it's an hour for all these here. No, not this. Moving pictures. Right here. There's a Japanese VA here. Look. Rabbit. Mouse. Cat. Look, the cat here. Wagahai.
あなたの証言は決定的に矛盾している。
矛盾している。
そして、そう、むしろ致命的に矛盾しているのです。
何をなさっているのですか？なるほど様。
ああ、スサトさん。見ての通り、ちょっと張り切っているのです。
張り切って？
来年発売予定の大逆転裁判で奇跡の出会いが待っているのですが、その人物と今日この大法廷で一足早く会えるらしいのです。日本男児として
Was this like a promotion
な
thing?
ところを見せておきたいじゃないですか。
ああ、やる気でございますね。なるほど様。
でもなんだかちょっと怖いですね。夜の大法廷は。
さ 先ほど見物したロンドン島恐怖展もそれは恐ろしゅうございましたから。
佐藤さん、ロンドン中の催し物を調べ上げていますよね。
明日見て回る恐怖展の予定もかっちり組み上げてありますとも。
別に恐怖限定でなくてもいいと思うけど。ところで、さっきから何か聞こえませんか？
そういえばこの大法廷、幽霊が出るという噂がございます。
やめてください。ロンドン島恐怖展の直後でやや敏感になっていますから。何者だ！
何者だ！
なるほど。どうやら全て見えたようだ。我が名推理がささやく真実。君の正体はズバリ殺害されたイタリア人のコック長だ。
意大利人。That's how you say Italian. That's the Canadian
大
Italian.
法廷をさまよっているとはね。死んだなら死んだらしくその辺に転がっているがいい。死人め。
まさかあなたはあの世界的な名探偵シャーロック・ホームズ様。
おや、
シャーロット・ホームズ様。
もちろんでございます。ご活躍いつも拝見しております。
not
シャー
Sherlock
ロック・ホ
Holmes
ームズ
huh?
の冒険、船便でお取り寄せして。
処方さ。ほんの初歩的な推理だよ、ワトソン君。
本に書いてあった通りです。
ありえないことを消去すれば後に残るのは真実だけなのだよ。
それも本に書いてあります。
Fangirl here.
でもさっきのべらぼうな言いがかりは何なんだ？
シャーロット・
名
ホームズ。
推理と言いがかりは紙一重の運次第なのだよ。
それは本に書いてありませんでした。
どういうことですか？殺されたイタリア人のコック長って。
実にいい質問だ、コック長君。では始めるとしよう。
What
シ
the
ャーロック・
fuck?
ホームズの
We're
推理
doing
を。
this in court?
僕はね、つい先ほど電報で事件の通報を受けてここへ来たのだ。大法廷にてイタリア人コック殺害さる。
大法廷。
イタリア人。
そう、僕の完璧な読みに間違いなどありえないのさ。異国の技物、刃物といえばもうコック長に間違いない。キラリと光る五つ星は生前の腕前を物語っている。一見かなり東洋人っぽいが地球規模で見れば気にはならない。そして背中に突き刺さったナイフ、
Bruh.
とっくに死んでいる証
What
拠
the fuck?
ゆえに君はどこから見てもイタリア人で死んでいてコック長だ。
Shitting's a breeze on
この
Pera.
大法廷には幽霊が出るという噂らしいよ。
今の名推理、どこから見てもさっきの電報の後付けじゃないですか。
だって背中に深々と刺さっているそのナイフを見れば明らかだろ。
あ、これおもちゃです。
おもちゃんです。
ロンドン東京府店の売店で大はしゃ
Oh
ぎで
my
買ってまいりまし
god.
まさかとは思うが、今さら死んでないなんて言い出すつもりじゃないだろうね。
死んでません。
しかしイタリア人の死んだコック長でないとしたら君は一体何者なのだ。
はい。僕は弁護士のなるほど龍之介です。大日本帝国から
Okay, my question is why is Shom on
この大英帝
the
国に
on
留学して
like
きまし
right
た。
there first in the first place?
私は御言葉すさとと申します。なるほど様をお助けするホーム女子でございます。
というのは世を忍ぶ仮の姿。その正体はイタリア人のコック長という可能性はみじんもないのかな。ありません。
ホームズ様、よろしければその電報見せていただけますか。
大本でにて
この電報、明らかに矛盾している。 よく見てください。
Itari
大
Ajin
法廷ではなく
Koku.
大法廷です。
大法廷。
あ、そういえば裁判所の近くに大法廷というイタリア料理店があるそうです。
大法廷。
陸軍に使われ
Odaily? That's
恐
what they
怖
call
の
it,
大砲で
Odaily?
焼いたピッツァが名物なのだとか。
なんだって。
なんだと。
そう、あなたは電報の事件現場を完璧に読み間違えたのです。
Bruh.
大英帝国の電報なのに日本語のネタってどうなんだ。
それでは今回はこの辺で、今度はゲームでお会いしましょう。
次回もそれは見事な名推理を披露させてもらおうかな。
僕だって大法廷に立って怪事件を見事料理してやります。
ではコック長君、うまいカルパッチョを所望するよ。
だから僕はイタリア人でもコック長でもありませんから。
How did they just translate that last line to it was not a metaphor? I know this. This is like. This is funny. I know this. This was like a
これより
promotion for the game, basically. Yeah, 15 years. It was a 15th
15
anniversary
特
thing.
別法廷を開廷します。弁護側、検察側とも準備はよろしいですかな。
準備以前にどこですかここは。
Isekai.
大審院、大日本帝国の法廷です。いわゆる明治時代の。
いわゆる明治時代。
あ、それってもしかして
Best girl.
ご先祖様とかいるのかも。
Yeah, 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 yeah.
驚こうよ迷いちゃん。
どうやら時空がねじれたようです。
Oh my god.
あまり気にしないことです。
Can I
そ
say
れでは
this?
検察側はいかがですかな。準備の方は。
なんというか僕
Yeah.
弁護士なのですけど。
今日はいろいろな都合でそちらに立っていただきます。
何やら大人の都合のほのかな香りがいたしますね。
失礼ですけど、ケンジさん、あなたはどなたですか？妙に親近感があるような。
確かに僕も
確かに
同じことを考えていました。なんというかとても他人とは思えないというか。
そ
They
れで
laugh
は
Larry at
せ
the
っ
same
かくな
point.
のでお互い自己紹介を願いましょうか。
We gotta resolve this? Okay,
Boku wa-
Ichigo Shokan.
弁護士のなるほどゆうすけであります。
なる
Naruhodo?
ほど。お兄様では。何しろ
Bruh.
ギザギザが多いですから。
生き別れの兄にはあいにく覚えがありません。
聞いたことがあるぞ。僕の先祖に龍之介という名前の
Bruh.
弁護
How,
士。
how did you know?
じゃあおじいさんは。
おじさん。
僕のご先祖様？
今さりげなくおじいさん呼ばわりでございましたね。
なんだか妙に
This
老
is
け込
like
んだ
great,
気
great, 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 great grandfather.
やっぱりそういうことだったんだ。お隣のあなたは
Nope.
私のご先祖様なんですね。おしとやかで凛としてて、まさに理想のご先祖様。子孫の綾さと迷いです。私は法務助手の御言葉すさとでございますが。
完全に赤の他人だったね。
なんだろう、この強烈ながっかり感。なんだか申し訳ございません。せっかくですからこの際、
Segaku is not, I can fix it, bruh.
綾さとすさと、確かに語呂は良いかと存じますが。
人類史上
The Susato
かつて
part?
ない不条理なお願いをされましたね、スサトさん。
語呂はいいのにな。あやさとすさと。
本日は逆転裁判15周年の1年間を振り返るものとします。
15周年ですか？
ええ、2001年初代逆
Yeah,
転
we're
裁判
at
が誕
25th
生。
anniversary.
そ
This
れを記
thing
念
was
して
fucking 10 years
こ
ago.
の1年いろいろやってきましたね。
そうそう。
Oh my god, a BGM.
今年の1月にはでっかいイベントをやったり、15周年特別法廷、あれは楽しかったよね。
ああ、15年という時の重さをみんなと噛みしめたってね。
一言よろしいでしょうか。
何ですか？
時の重さをかみしめる記念であるのならば、まずなるほど様の生誕100年以上こそ祝うべきではございませんか。
More than 100 years. Yeah, when is Meiji? Yeah, more than 100 because it like
時が重すぎて
end of
床が抜
2000,
けます。
end of
いや
19th
は
century.
や、まさに
No, end of
人
18th
生
century.
の先
So
輩。
yeah, more than 100 years.
ありがたやありがたや。
拝まれてしまいましたね。
気軽に明治を振り回すのは控えた方が良さそうです。
それに去年は舞台をやったり、ついに
Oh,
テレビ
yeah.
アニメにもなったりね。いやー、私たちも毎週お
その
楽しみだったよね。
シンジーズ家あり。
待った。
テレビ？
They don't know what television is.
アニメ
Anime?
一体何のことか一から説明してもらおうじゃありませんか。
100年の壁は分厚いみたいだな。やっぱ
Actual boomer here.
あと今年はあれもありましたね。オーケストラコンサート。なん
Yeah,
と
they had this again. I
9年
think.
ぶりだったそうです。
For 25 or
9年
20
分
or
の感動
something.
があったよね。私泣いちゃったもん。
待った
オーケストラ？
Orchestra.
コンサート。
コンサート。
ああ、交響楽団の演奏会ですか。
Oh,
それ
you
なら
they know?
先祖でもわかりますね。
How does he know?
ベートーベン様、モーツァルト様、バッハ様。ああ、素敵でございます。
全く読め
もう
ないけど
チャートだし。
納得してくれたみたいだ。
この頃の何でも漢字で書いちまえって風潮、何だったんだろうね。
確かにね。シェイクスピアがサオーだっけ？
Oh my god, Saul. Oh my
なる
god,
ほど
Shaolin.
君は
Oh
差し
my
詰め
god.
なるおだね。
沖縄やる
Chillin'?
こっちも
Oh,
老け
for
込んだ
Oven.
気分になるよ。
そしてつい先日8月3日のことでしたね。大日本帝国
Yeah, this is like
国民
for
待
like
望
when
の
2 comes
大
out.
逆
This is
転
like the
裁
promo
判
for
2
that.
ついに発売。
ありがとうございます。
いや
The
ー、僕たちもしっかり
Yeah,
遊ば
like-
せてもらいましたよ。
GAA has like the model like 3D. Even though like they're like earlier.
あ、そうだね。何しろすべての謎が今解き明かされましたから。
毕竟是后来加入的钱。Timeline wise is just like later. That's
どうかしましたか？
like the game, making the game.
その一言がこの数年強烈な重圧だったもので。
ご先祖様の方にもいろいろあったのでございます。
何しろすべてはご先祖から始まったわけです。いやはやありがたやありがたや。
意義あり。お言葉ですが、裁判長のただいまの発言は完全に矛盾しています。
なんですと？どういうことですか？
実はさっきからずっと気になってい
Yeah,
た
I
ん
remember
で
this
すけ
part.
ど、ご先祖様ある種
Yeah,
やけに滑らかに動いてますよね。
he's gonna do the spinning here.
あれ、そうかな。
ほらそれです。
確かに。なるほどくん、机を叩くのにパカパカと絵が2コマしかないよ。
ちなみに意義ありはどんな感じですか？意義あり。
Yeah, they're here.
さすがにそれは嘘でしょう。
とにかく
They
この
posted
パ
this
カ
on
パカっ
like
ぷり
on YouTube like this part.
僕としてはこっちこそが先祖であり
Yeah, we are the ancestor, yes. They really went hard promotion, I guess.
つまりお互いが先祖であり
I think
そ
one
して
cells
元祖
wasn't
で
like
あ
that
る
bad, don't
と
know.
それは時空がねじれるのも無理はございませんね。
それではそろそろ閉廷の時間です。
それで
哦，没有，他换地方了，左右换地方了，
僕たち
他在右边，我挡住了。
どうやって帰ればいいのですか
How to
21
get back?
世紀に
They changed the setting places. Like Iris
明治の
and
街を
shows
ブラ
on
ブラして
the
時間を
right
潰
side now.
す
And like
とい
blocking
うのは
it.
いかがでしょう。
Explore and pass the time, bruh.
大帝都東京は華やかですから100年なんてあっという間ですよ。
どうやら何としてもあの一言を僕に言わせる流れみたいですね。
おお、先祖と元祖、夢の共演だね。
Oh, sends a console. Okay.
それでは逆転
For
裁
sen-
判
like
の
we
さ
like
ら
for
なる
his
発展
nickname,
を
we
祈っ
do
て
actually just say like
皆様もご一緒に
Senzo
せーの
for yes.
止めて
時代は回る。きっと
Nobody says like forefather here though.
それではまたどこかでお会いいたしまし
Yeah,
ょう。
OG Naruto. They went on the side here. Okay, and then there's what? 7 days of sin. And so there's 7 of these. Oh my god, there's more. Indictment, ejection. Okay, final. Yeah, okay. There's like two for one day. 球形片. Okay.
なるほど龍之介の罪深き7日間。
I don't remember this, so. Look, they changed the location again. No, this was like the original one. Hereby call to order this trial. Oh my god, normal VA! Procedure and defense ready to proceed. During this show, we can tell for defense is ready, my lord. No VA anymore! Prosecution naturally stands in readiness. Why are you in the prosecution? Naturally, I'm not ready for this trial at all. This was 7 days? I don't even know what I'm supposed to have done. No, that's right. When I hear Naruto was in trouble, I hurry here at once. But I have no information about the charge brought against him at all. Haven't done anything. Great Ace hearing is due to what? King Low Prep prepare mentally busy at time ahead. Your randomness knows no bound. To call yourself a defense lawyer having committed to less than 7 crimes of the most serious nature. Wait, 7 crimes? What are you talking about, Mr. Jones? Until every one of these improvable felons have been fully examined in his courtroom. I shall now step down from this bench. That's what I'm talking about, my dear fellow. No RVA? This is so fast! You do realize that's a prosecution console bench, don't you? Then only you should have stepped it up in the first place. This is even fast for JP. Thank you, console. Now let us hear the charge brought by the prosecution. As I said, there are 7 charges against the accused. We hear the 7 considered the trial this week. So, yeah, okay, so 7 I consider. This evening we examined the first of those charges, a most disturbing crime. What crime? What does Naruto stand accused? Of leak information, as you will know, Mrs. Sato. What? Huh? Leaking information? So materially, the words out of the accused mouth last night at a restaurant, Yang Shida. The topic of the conversation turned to GAA to be released next week. Okay, to Robert Steele, went bullet from your list with no regard. I think it says something like Tashiga. I can't believe GAA goes on sale next week. Can't wait to see what curious deduction comes out. Precisely, there you have it. My grip in a nutshell. Great GAA appearance in the title was supposed to be a great secret. Didn't want the common knowledge to share what's on it. Himitsu no himitsu. To speak of openly disagreeably upon my word, it can be more repugnant crime. It has shown curious deduction, both undeniable spoilers. Jinsui Isuri. Thinking the reason was to say the Naruto word was simply information, not spoilers. Joho? And I do believe that your presence shows is already highly anticipated. In fact, that alone may account for many people's interest in the title. Of all the words I use to describe your appearance, furious isn't one of them. Wonder if perhaps your real grip with this description is your direction as curious. Fail to see the seriousness of the crime, my learned friend, Miss Sato. You believe it's a trifle, but the royal mystery, there's nothing so important as trifles. The accused, Naruhodo, has committed a willful and callous act of revealing spoilers for his prosecution as the harshness of sentence. Some reason, the court must decide the following. The context of the mystery in which every leaked detail could be signified. Is it or is it not a crime to public information already been made public? No. Akua. All of you have a right to know naturally knowledge, but they have a right to ignorance. Cause of strict penalty action shall have Unit 5. Defendant, during your fate now is at your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Do you find him guilty or innocent? What do you say, juror? Who's a juror? Until tomorrow evening then, please deliver it carefully. Okay, so there's like this. Help me. Tatsuki! Suzuki? Okay. Bruh. I can pause. But you can't be like, there's no... This is just so fast. Oh, these people. Oh my god. The knife person. Jury had reached a decision in the first charge brought against... Does the defense wish to make a closing statement? Myself and my client are ready to oppose the leaking information, my lord, however. Few minor story can't really hurt, surely. I mean, just the fact that Shones will appear is... Few minor story, you say? You fail to grasp the magnitude of the situation. Appearance can never be described as minor. Last statement, entire argument is completely inconsistent. I beg your pardon. You say we should keep news on appearance a secret. Then standing for Rossin in public trial as you are, like right now? That very act is surely a spoiler in itself. True. I couldn't deny that it's a possibility that doesn't make some logical sense. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, Jenny, state you're leaning for the court. Oh! Muzai.
Muzai.
Let's go.
Muzai.
All of these literally have only one line. Okay, here. Well, it appeared that the matter is settled then.
罪深き被告人、なるほど龍之介。
Tsuminagi, they didn't say 7 days.
今夜の判
They
決
just
は
say deep sin. JP. Confetti?
やれやれ。賢明なる陪審員諸君とは思えない結果だね。
ありがとうございました。
待った。
Happened with a certain gentleman who was really a strain of result of what? Spoiler, you do? You kind too well, you're the sort of person who will immediately say someone to the new Sherlock Holmes stories. Shows you say, oh, I wasn't the man who dies in the end when he plummeted the chill, and the such like. But then later on, it turns out that he didn't actually die at all. And so on. He's right, there should be more spoiler alert at the start of this trial. But I'm sure the details aren't quite right. Hereby call into the first defendant's trial this week. Trust you all shall attend the next trial. Hopefully it'll go as well as today and you'll be acquitted again. That is all. Close and turn until the second trial tomorrow evening. Okay. Suzuki. Day 2 indictment.
なるほど龍之介の罪深き7日間第2夜。
Hereby call to order the trial of the defendant. Are the counsel, the prosecution, and defense ready to proceed? A Sogi for defense, I'm ready. Shows prosecutor as ever in complete and utter readiness. As ever in complete and utter and readiness. What is this time? Really have no idea what I'm supposed to have done. Crime of which you stand accused tonight, my fellow, is that dishonoring a lady. Dishonoring a lady. Indeed, accused Virgil's assistant. In fact, how? Where? I think it's the reverse. No. Still remember clearly the words out of the accused's mouth last night at the restaurant. As the lady in question arose from her seat to leave, she noticed he had forgotten her purse. You recall, I presume. What blurted from your lips? Well, I think I said something. It was something like, "Oh, that looks like Sasato-san's purse." Think you're forgetting something, Sasato-san. Sasasa-san. I mean, Sasasa. What? Accused insulted the lady by mispronouncing her name not once but 3 times. This BGM, bruh. Yeah, certainly to call one's own jurisdiction by the roundmate is a graceless behavior, but no buts. My learned friend for that 3rd attempt of Sasastra-san was precisely close to Sue's hat swan. What? Just try it for yourself. Say the name 3 times in a row and see how you get it. Linda clearly found it harder than average tongue twister. Yeah, that's why he's here. Death Traveler Mount. Name looks pretty as on the paper. Kales was the Gray's ill-fated witted, for which prosecutor seeks the harshness of sentence. Summary then, the court must decide the following. Is failing to say Susanoo-san correctly 3 times in rapid succession a crime worth punishment, or merely a result of a punishing name for the cud? Muzukashi. The most beautiful name have a right to be pronounced beautifully. When the prosecutor has called for the street penal action, we shall recommend at 5 tomorrow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in your hand now. Find him guilty or innocent. What do you say, jurors? Till tomorrow, then. We'll see how this case ends. That's a kid, dude. That's nice. Okay, then. Juror has reached a decision. Defense wish to make a closing statement. It's clear that the name had too many S's down next to each other are very hard to say. The saw line? So if anyone's guilty here, whoever conveyed as such a name in the first place. Mikotova Dad? Afraid that's where the Chinchari won't help you here. You see, I've been a step ahead of you from the start. What do you mean a step ahead? You saw it on the lines? Sato-san the child play, you Japanese have vowels between your S's. We Englishmen stare the devil in the face with the fingers triple ass Miss Sasano. Oh, the S? Miss? What? Go ahead, try it if you dare. The rapid fire triple Miss Sasato. Sasato-san. I mean, that proves that it's not militant. Step ahead, that last game you endured was a step too far. I beg your pardon. Since the beginning of the trial, we've only been paying careful attention to your pronunciation. Yeah. And you say you've been doing your uttermost to avoid saying her name of the lady in question. Huh. It's always been the lady in question and your judicial assistant or something such. Why simply? Because you know that's very likely to dishonor a lady by mispronouncing her name yourself. Couldn't deny that this is something about which I haven't been even slightly worried. Well, very well, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry, sit your lane on or for the court. These are like nothing burgers.
Muzai.
Well, it appeared that the matter is settled then.
罪深き被告人なるほど龍之介今夜の判決は るさい。やれやれ、賢明なる
やれやれ
陪審諸君とは思えない結果だね。
Kenman, are you sure? Everybody caught us to end the second defense trial this week. Trust you shall all attend the next trial. Looks as though my job here is done, partner. Thanks, Cosmo. I'll treat Sato-san to something sweet to say sorry. Good idea. I'm sure Jurgishal Mikotopa would be touched. Trying to avoid saying it, aren't you? The lady in question's name. That's all. Court is adjourned until the third trial tomorrow evening.
Naruhodo Ryunosuke no Tsumibukaki 7日間第3夜。
Hereby call to order this trial of the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, are the counsel for prosecuting the defense ready to proceed with the third trial. Yeah, Iris. I was gonna be like, everybody's here. Iris also for the defense. I'm ready for anything, my lord. We need those boxes underneath. Hello, shown for the prosecution, as ever, in complete and utter readiness. As ever, and completely unappeared. This is getting ridiculous night after night, my name being dragged through the mud. And this night, you stand accused of overindulgence. You recall I pursued the incident in question. Of course I don't recall. I've never ever heard of overindulgence in the crime. And yet you perfectly illustrate my point with the Viscold objection. Here we go. Defense demands that Hurley explains what he's talking about. Perhaps you've heard that, yeah. We might be able to bring the defense up a slightly higher level. Excellent suggestion, Prey. What are the potato crates to keep in this courtroom? Okay, yeah, we do potato crates. Oh, what a good view I have from up here. And what a charming young lady lawyer we are hiding in a courtroom. Hee hee. Hehehe. The accused will, of course, be aware of the name Hiroshimono. Oh my god, the VA? Well, Hontang. Yeah, the lovely Japanese voice actor who raised our Runo's line. Yeah. Voice actor, you're blaming me for that now? Fair, of course, to the studio recording your objection, like you remember the occasion. Tell the court, how many takes did you demand for the nervous reason being dissatisfied? I don't actually remember, but I imagine it was rather a lot. 16 takes on that one little phrase without sparing a single thought of the vocal cords. That's not his fault, though. Good gracious. 16 is not that much, to be honest. Good gracious indeed, my lord, but that is not all. What else? Following day, the reason best known to the accused, his fantastic action struck again. Tireless, Mishino had to perform a further 12 takes. Okay, despite the fact that only a single ejection song guide is used. So it's 28 in total. That's still not a lot. The accused is charged with objecting overduction of his voice, where the prosecution seeks the harshest of sentence. Yeah, what a distractionally crime! In summary, the court has decided the following. The 28 takes of objection indicated perkiness or perfectionism. No doubt the final objection was an expression of his true feeling on the matter. Shimono. Huh. Ooh. You could be on something, Hurley. Guilty as charged, I think. Bruh. Isn't the defense lawyer supposed to be sided with the defendant? Prosecutor has called for strict penal action. We shall reconvene at 5 tomorrow for adjudication. In your hands, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, jury. Find guilty or innocent, what'd you say? What do you guys think? Need to go to cook dinner now, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. 连续7天，7大罪. There's like deadly 7 sins for a 7 days trial here. Okay. Jury has reached a decision of the third charge brought against Naruhodo. Does the defense wish to make a closing statement? Well, defense has been making some inquiry and discovered vital evidence. You have Iris? Well, most intriguing, something relevant to this case. Adarashi no jijitsu demo. Oh yes, very relevant. It's all here in this file. As you said yesterday, Hurley, Poor had performed an objection 28 times in total, but it turns out that it was actually used at the end, the very first one. Isn't that the worst? Saisho ni... like the worst... What a cruel task may staff figure. Monodagami? You're right, Iris. Well, that was the information. Adarashi no jijitsu. But you already need to share it with the court. May interest you to know what the objection we heard was take number 23. It's different? Sumimasen!
それでは陪審員諸君評決をお願いするよ
Why did sentence something out of the memory line? What do you mean? Oh my god, we got Yozai! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Uh-oh. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Now what? What's the punishment? The harsh, the jising. What's the jising? Sentence to death? And obviously in your decision.
罪深き被告人なるほど龍之介今夜の判決は有罪やはりね全世界の陪審員諸君は僕の味方だからね
Hereby got to end the third of the trial this week. Bruh. Shall I attend the next trial? Trust you shall attend the next trial. I think you just deserted here, Bruno, don't you? That's all, court adjourned until the fourth trial tomorrow evening. Bruh. Bruh.
なるほど龍之介の罪深き7日間第4夜
Hereby caught order of the trial of the defendant Ryusuke. Are the preceding defense ready to proceed to fourth trial? Make a toba for a defense, my lord, I'm ready. Airlock shown for the prosecution, my lord, and full readiness are sure you'll be accepted. It's getting extremely used to spending my evening in this dock. But I really shouldn't be here. GA's releases. That, my dear fellow, illustrates your crime to the title. The swoller? Sorry, what does? Oh, this is this one here. Could it be that you're referring to the title work itself? I mean, we know the Daigyaku Saiban though. Very astute, my madam. The uninspired. It's right framed and affront to the original. Do you deny this crime happening? What the fuck? It's a radical title, isn't it? The Great Ace Attorney. And just in case anyone cares, I'm not the one responsible for it. Yeah. Besides any enduring following, a Capcom title will recognize the addition of Great. A keen the addition of Superior, Spice Up and Goals? Dubbed Ultimate then, I suppose. It's not Ultimate though. Suggestion for the title, I may ask. I would think... Yeah, what do you propose, huh? Great Detective Sherlock Holmes and his subordinate Seppa Delicious. Though that may be a little long and in many ways a pronounce it really Naruto. Are we gonna see Rogue on the stand here? In many ways? I mean, or in the prosecution, please. Trouble is, free remains too long, has been subjected to hard to use. Can't casually throw a non-party opinion to the mix. That's not what I'm playing. Real issue here is that as a title of a GAA, makes up preceding title seem less than great by comparison. I mean, no. Oh dear, are we back on that again? Summary then, a court must decide the following. G, a tip-top title or Charlie one? We're pronouncing it Aichi all this time. I know, right? Still time and build a title with a little 15 similarness. Prosecutor have called for strict penalty action. Shall we at 5 tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, Hanazawa Kana, yes. You think we're gonna get guilty or not? I think we're gonna get not guilty on this. The title, like we were not even responsible for naming the title. Jury had reached a decision. Brought against. Yeah, final closing statement. Seems there was a very particular constraint when a title was being decided. Oh. Senior Captain sat when were instant featured the title. Okay, that's why which wider created team came with a session such as. Okay, these are Ace Attorney Resident, Ace Attorney Democracy. There's also Ace Attorney Industrial Revolution, Ace Attorney in London. Yeah. Also heard there was another candidate put forward. What, Sherlock Holmes? Sholmes and the Ace Attorney. Oh, why was that not a chosen one? That's the last name of yours. Is complete inconsistent with your earlier argument. Something I said is inconsistent. 3 days ago, on the first of his trial, you made something very clear. Closely guarded secret. Yeah. Yeah, Hibitsu no Hibitsu. Even not gonna know Hibit. That being a case of title we're hoping for had been chosen. It would have been amounted to unforgettable spoiler. Couldn't deny that those aren't the words that don't usher my lips, not so. Very well state your leaning.
Muzai.
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 Let's go.
Muzai.
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 Literally the most out of crime. We didn't got guilty on that though. We got guilty on the last one.
罪深き被告人。なるほど、龍之介。今夜の判決は無罪。やれやれ。賢明なる陪審員諸君とは思えない結果だね。
ありがとうございました。
The game goes on, so I hope to attend tomorrow. Just 3 days now, okay. Until the 5th trial tomorrow evening. So these must have been posted before the game dropped in. It's like teaser for a week.
Naruhodo Ryunosuke no Tsumibukaki 7日間第5夜
What now today? Ready for any day. I'm quite ready. What a waste of time. Our energy should be focusing on one thing now. There are only 3 days left before the release date, and there's still so much to do. My lord, perfect example of the crime which accused stand trial this evening. Suspicious behavior moments ago? Judge Moon name, Andra? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Suspicious behavior. My eyes, you're there, follow your eyes. 2 numbers, diner play, crammed into the sedating here with a long resin road around on each. Never before has a role seen a defense lawyer with such an untrusted contents. What I learned from this fails to appreciate is the result expressed by the defendant in the antechamber. What? They're saying how he looks? The trial's about to get underway at last. I'm hungry for this win. So the both signing play eyes might have suggested the defendant is scared. What it really shows is the size of his appetite for victory. Sadly, that is not the only tell sign of accused panic strike in mind. What? Still out of sight from your courtroom, I assure you the dying play are the tip of the iceberg. For enemy to dog. The accused's knees are knocking louder than his lordship's gravel. Ah. A clear indication of how shaken he is evident by all but 2 of the raisin being shaken off the plate. The pupils? The accused are charged with disastrously dinner plate eyes. For the prosecutor seeks the hardship of sentence. Summary then, the court must decide the following. Our white eyes and knocking knees and avoid the sleep of dirt refer carrying this action for a lawyer. I suggest you start looking for more reasons before all we can see are white of your eyes. Bruh. I think we're gonna be innocent. Not guilty. Trial that we can't afford to lose. My reputation as a lawyer is at stake. That's kinda exciting. Okay. Jury has reached a decision. Any closing statement to be made? Woefully white eyes and Kopolvinic knocking knees. Japanese have a curious manner, as almost as if you wish to draw attention to your phobies. What did you say? Trying quite most thing at times. I think you two play short of a dinner set. Sure, that's supposed to be some witty British idiom, is it? Is that the best the word famous that great that can do? Time to hear the court's decision, I think, don't you? That's it?
それでは陪審員諸君評決をお願いするよ有罪
Oh no.
有罪
Uh-oh.
有罪
So we got two guilty.
有罪
有罪
What? The penalties we get stripped away for practicing law in England? Like revoke the license? Like Lord Strongheart be like, you can't continue. Not fit for being a judge. I mean, being not a judge, being
罪
a
深き被告人
defense attorney.
なるほど龍之介
The Argo. Melody-san go. This is the second guilty.
今夜の判決は有罪やはりね全世界の陪審員諸君は僕の味方だからね
Comment in the fifth trial this week. Jury talking about Japanese like that is raisin mockery. Quiet, raisin cockery indeed. But really, there's no need for dried or sour grapes. Ahahaha. Curse you. Really think about raising the bar a bit, I think. Okay, 6th trial tomorrow evening.
Naruhodo Ryunosuke no Tsumibukaki 7日間第6夜
Hereby call to order this trial. Iris again. Iris Wilson, my lord, humbly represent the defense. I'm ready, thank you. Yes. Ready and eager to proceed. Dog's starting to feel like my home port now. But how many times do I have to experience this sinking feeling before it? Indeed, that very question brings us neatly to the crime of the day. What have you got, Hurley? How many times was the accused, or rather the accused of his employer dynasty? Send the accused in a dog before they are satisfied. My defense-orienting dynasty, what? You recall your future relation with a name Phoenix, right? Luigi. Can't say the name rings a bell, no. Supposed to be Naruhodo, not Luigi. Oh yeah, Luigi. Defense lawyer destined for the dog type. Naruhodo Luigi. Faye was president by Yuri, which has charged you 7 crimes already. Between the peer review, therefore, the total 9 court appearance as a hold. Yeah, first case in the 2017. Even a part of the game is escape room. Yeah, an event. Pray, what do you mean? Haven't you heard it? The murder of Old Bailey has been hugely popular up and down the country. Well, I'm delighted the public enjoys to see. 5 out of 7 appearances of 5 trial I have endured this week. None of it had anything to do with the game at all. Nevertheless, the poor protagonist was so closely. 617. 什么617? 龙一. The great tribulation as well as the trial waits in. The accused Naruhodo is charged with the excessive impermanence of his dynasty. Okay, which the prosecutor seeks the harshest sentence. In summary, then, the court must decide the following. We might get guilty of this, actually, no? Naruhodo clan. Wrote as protagonist in this tale, total of 9 appearances in the docs, unsurprising or unforgettable. It should be unsurprising. Little doubt that Nerva will continue to increase as early as tomorrow. I look forward to that. Yeah, tomorrow's the last window. Yeah. So it'll be 10, because right now it's 9. Like 7 plus 2. 7 plus 1 plus 1. And then plus 1 again tomorrow. Oh wait, no. 7. If it's 7, then no, it's 9, not 10. 7 including tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Anything before? Yeah, closing statement. Prosecuting knowledge, racist from a dark hero. Modern agent Usher, the deficit, glueless genius and champion justice. With a master stroke, you didn't even bat an eyelid. However, Shikashi, a hero so dark his suit is black and push, and a dog is permanent. That's supposed to court is shade too far over egging and black. Think you're overlooked something here, Hurley. Pardon? Nearly all the main characters have appeared in Ace Attorney over the years. Yeah, not just him. Have been defendant of the destruction or another, and mostly hopeless gears. What are you saying? I'm saying... being a dog shirt of a vulnerable Ace Attorney hero. Yeah. So, okay, we get not guilty. Very well. We should be getting not guilty then. Yes.
Muzai. Muzai. Muzai.
Muzai.
Muzai.
Apparently the jurors are unanimously in their decision.
罪深き被告人なるほど龍之介今夜の判決は無罪やれやれ賢明なる陪審員諸君とは思えない結果だね
ありがとうございました
This trial will be the last. I trust you shall be in attendance. That's right, tomorrow's the day at last of release day. Final trial tomorrow evening. Okay.
Naruhodo Ryunosuke no 罪深き7日間最終夜
Okay, what's our sin? Quite ready, I assure you. Yeah, Shalaku home. More than ready I've ever been. Oh! For defense? Well, you're making a dog in favor of the defense bench at least, my dear fellow. For the past 6 days, I've watched my friends working tirelessly to advocate for me. But tonight I'm defending myself to show you who's the fool from the side of the courtroom. Someone ambiguous turn of phrase. Let's hope it's not you, Ryusuke. Bruh. Oh yes, that was a bit unclear. Laudable determination. Most timely for this evening proceeding call for redouble effort on my part too. You see, this week's earlier accident tell before the great kind which you now stand accused. What do you have now? Order. Ms. Cho, so what are you referring? What's this alleged great crime? Dick crime. I hereby firmly charge you. Very well. Oh. Most serious and most heinous crime. Murder? The crime of... Let's go. The sparse?
我が名はバロック・バンジークス。
Baroque Banshees.
あの方はオールド
That's
ベイ
Settle
ル
Kaiba.
の死神と呼
VA,
ば
by
れ
the
る
way.
伝説の検事でございます。
なんですって。
罪深き被告人なるほど龍之介。貴公の罪状は殺人。
Yes, that's a Jing. Yeah, murder.
馬鹿げている。このような評決認められぬ。僕はやっていません。そんな殺人なんて。
いい目をしている日本人。
日本人。
ありもしない勇気という幻想にすがり立ち向かってくる無謀なる瞳。そうでなければならない我が生贄はな。極東の島国に
就是经书啊。
まずは裁きを受けるがいい。
就是经書啊。
大抵の期日は明日。
Overcoming tomorrow? What?
いずれ法廷で相まみえるとしよう。
This is a cliffhanger?
なるほど様。7月9日、いよいよでございますね。
では行こうか。バロック・バンジークス検事、そして全世界の陪審員の皆さん、僕は必ず無罪を勝ち取ってみせる。そう、製品版で。
Okay. So just they literally give you a cliffhanger and be like, wanna know what happens?
歴
Play the
史
game
的な開
tomorrow.
国から数十年
Yeah.
極東の島国にまさに今西洋文化の大波が押し寄せていた。そんな時代を舞台に一つの物語が
This is all the
幕を
PVs
開く。
and the title cards.
事件を解決いたしましょう。私どもの手で必ず。
それでは謎解きを始めるとしようか。この奇怪なる殺人事件、その真相をね。
僕は弁護士になる。必ず。
なるほど様ならばきっと
Oh
で
my
きま
god, the fire.
す。信じていますとも。
The 3DS, this is the fucking
心を震
3DS
わせながら
fix
横で見ているとも。
できれば参加してもらえますか、ホームズさん。
大日本帝国から大英帝国へ、弁護士と名探偵、今奇跡の開口を果たす。
意義あり。大逆転裁判、なるほど龍之介の冒険、いよいよ明日発売。
Oh? あれもしかし、これは最後。終わり終わり Does that end? What if the great grind I repair for Naruto? He'll be prepared without it. Yeah, never mind, really. We'll just have to wait for Runa and all the others at Baker Street. At least we can play GA the fast time. You're quite right, we shall be waiting faithfully in London. So, until we meet again, remain your humble servant, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, to be continued in the food version. Okay. Okay, that's everything for the movie pictures. Yeah, this is like an hour. We're missing like some... Yeah. This neat prologue. The cliffhanger. They didn't explain the cliffhanger in one though. This is. Yeah. I literally have the book, so just like here. I guess like here they explained the reasoning. Like, they translated it in English first, since the book is in JP. Oh, this, yeah, this. Yeah, partying away, partying away. Okay, oh, I should supposed to be next, no. Oh, that's the last one, bro. The spiky, yeah. I know that, yeah. This is like, just like, they're like, they can't be like too spicy because they don't have the thing to glue it or something. Like, for his hair. Yamato Nadeshiko, yeah. Yeah, this was only in the anime when they first arrived, right? The cape. Early proposal. That's so lowly. Summon her into a refined young lady. To help the anime, it's probably the side view then, huh? Like reference for it. Minor correction. I see. Alongside Ryunosuke. I agree. Yeah, Victoria era. Technology belonging to much more art. I mean, he had a fucking... In the last case, he had the trajectory out of nowhere. Yeah, the goggle. Optionality. Yeah, indoor attire. He wouldn't be comfortable. Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable. Vents of smoke. I see. Initial proposal document. Feel like this feels like not enough sleep. Yeah. Very early sketch. Dark London. Heavy steampunk influence. Yeah. Eccentric element of the game. Subtle and control way. Flower plant. Yeah. Farmer Advanced Science, yep. Mingsi, that's her business card. Yes, the merch. This looks like less lowly. Hat for her out. Hasn't been finalized. Yeah, older, yeah. More ladylike, yeah. Sketch were done when I was exploring some element of magical girl. 魔法少女, oh my god. Much brighter lookier than the previous illustration. 你喜欢这个吗? You like this? 这个更加成熟点。啥风格？他没有说具体什么风格。哦，哥特嘛 You think this is a little bit more gothic, Lolita? Almost complete, contains the key elements. A little bit more mature, yeah. 有一点. It's just a purple and black. 就颜色吧，应该是因为. It's the color that makes it feel like that. Yeah, put a pumpkin here. It would be like fitting for Halloween theme. Classic young Japanese man. Okay. Yeah, samurai. Desperately want to draw, include that in the cute visual. I feel like I need to fucking draw this. The glasses, I don't know about the glasses, bro. Eventually settled on being Sadaru, yeah. Aichi doesn't count. Aichi doesn't count, bruh. Design was working on in time. I guess we only because he appears in the first episode as a tutorial. Headband Classic. Part 2, yeah. Serious look. Sword possibility. Yeah. Finalized, I see. Wearing matching hat. Color energy gave him a striking appearance, immediately reveals his dependability and kind-heartedness as well as his relentless determination. Yeah. God of Death. You sure not vampire? Taking that too literally? Death and darkness. Extremely ostentatious, drawing on emblems from various traditional British ceremonial and military attire. Oh. Ribcage-like detail around the midriff. As a headband, no cloak in the game would be technically complex. A lot of dark personalities, so I quite insisted on it. The cloak? This part? It would be because I guess in the model it might like it might do clipping and stuff now. Raw sketch and temp. Yeah, more than just piercing. Sad and torture still as well. I don't know about this, man. Submitted only the one that resonated with me, and Takumi was given. Go ahead, proceed. Lots of options in early. This is literally like the person in FF. What's his name? Wide range of drawing at the start of the process, even if I thought an idea might not have been quite right. Hua, this is flower, bruh. Lo Jingning. Russian? Iku desu. England? English? Bruh. This is the proposed drawing I made just before selling the final design. Your quite fond doesn't look at the fucking the feathers. Yeah, Raven, bruh. More pain expression than the final version. Cloak is one of our Raven. Okay. We almost had, yeah, Saffron. We almost had Saffron. This is literally just Saffron, no? This thing, like this. Saffron also had wings here, no? I guess the hair is different on this one, though. But yeah, he has like wings. Section presents some character design drawing. Less major characters. Yeah. Oh, look at this is the goose lady, no? Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Aichi. Yeah. Jigoku. Military atmosphere. Okay. Ebisu. 7 gods of fortune. God of prosperity and business. I see. Going for a stereotype. Yeah. Then clear sense of the era. Regular, smart, tuned out surgery, but on the back, Harvard's a great secret. The baby. Onosago? Potential further involvement. I see. More believable appearance than other witness. Chicken! Right here. There's a bread. 5 normal chicken. One gray chicken. Bizarre fancy style, gentlewoman. Strong visual impression. Lowly. Designed to have immediately obvious Russian appearance, yeah. Russian fury. Beautiful, reticent young woman of fair complexion. Yeah. 基变额. Oh. Instruction jar doesn't need any particular idiosyncrasies, but just in case, I thought of designs of characters with a variety of unique traits, and it was those designed are picked low. So there's more than these then. Soseki asked Soseki to come across as someone with very nervous disposition and erratic behavior, and concluded that his facial expression would have been be a key part of the design. Also the cat. Semomo, yeah. The 3-color cat. 2 Jiren. Okay. Really had to work hard on this fear since they're so intimately tied up with the story. Yeah. Sunflower. Moon. Rolly and Pat Britt, there are lots of peers of witness who appear together in this game, but I had a firm idea how I want these two to interact from the outset, so I actually worked backseat from there. Well, so you don't understand, he has to do JoJo pose every 5 seconds. Yes. It's essential to the plot, yes. Stereotypical slotline are detected of the day. Color, yeah, I know, fish and chips, huh? Alligator packed decision for the instant. Aiming for a character who had immediately fell when present, whose bearing was overwhelmingly intimidating. Yeah. Benedict, the sign to have appearance of the quintessential English gentleman. Yeah. Oh, that's it? That's the end. Okay. That's the 2 wallpaper at the end. And then these are just the lines. The BGM and lines. Unused. Yeah. I already heard these. And then these are what the lines here.
Objection!
Objection.
Hold it! I'm sure everyone knows by now who it is. Your testimony completely contradicts the facts. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes, there's a clear inconsistency here. I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
Hold it! Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have vital evidence to substantiate the defense's claim. It really is a dream come true. We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves, if we have to. Prepare for a Susato takedown! Hiya!
Objection! Now, let us engage in the art of deduction. Mr. Naruhodo. So everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close. Yes, my mind is quite made up now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Holmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Objection! It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. The tea's brewed, and I have some freshly baked biscuits as well. Look! I used this! It's my latest invention! Iris Wilson is proud to present her logic and reasoning spectacular. Susie was right. You're the best lawyer in the world.
Objection!
I have faith in you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, as a lawyer and as a friend. I'm determined to bring about change in our legal system. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go and cuts down anything that's in my way. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me, and I'll do the rest.
Objection!
The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you're a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage! The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed.
Okay. So yeah, we're done on the Chronicles. There is 2 DLC that's not in here, so we'll do that next time. I'm probably gonna just like pull the video and then we just like read it. There's one for UK and one for JP. And like in total it's like maybe a little over 3 hours. Yeah. Do we have a... do they have a remix or is it... It's just that, no? Begin, flashback.假如的玩也现在也买不到了，它是3D， 它是当时发售时的特点还是啥的，所以它没办法，它不能加到这里面，就不能加到这个合集里。It's like the same that we did with the 2 trilogies before, for the like, what was it called? Not booblers, I forgot. But for 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, both of them had one. They were like also like a little over an hour each. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. Yeah. My. So we have like basically one last GA next week. And then we'll finally go to Latent Professor. That's the last Ace Journey. 下周把2个 DLC 打完，就最后一个就是雷顿了。不知道，到时候再说。不知道，到时候再说。Bye. I'm gonna fix my mouth there. So hopefully it's fixed like by next time. 如果可以玩那就玩呗，不知道再说吧。